Shalom, peace, guys. Welcome in. We're going to take a look at all signs and see what's going on. Welcome back. If you are returning back, my name is Shannon. If you are new, audio discretion advised if you have little ones around. My channel is different. The Most High will speak here. He's very tangible. So anyway, if you guys did not get a notification this morning on the general reading that was done, it was a very informative, intense reading from the hand of the Most High God. And so I noticed, because I checked that kind of stuff, and I noticed that a notification didn't go out, but you could find them in your subscription area. So anyway, if you missed that reading this morning, it is on the live section of the platform. Today is February the 27th, and happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. Always remember that energy can flip-flop for any given person. I hit energies both ways because I'm talking to collective groups of people, and energy will express itself in positive and negative ways all day long for any given person. I don't know who you are, what your character is about, but God does. And so you must exercise whatever's coming out and put it in its own place, because not every single piece of everything is going to go with your story, but it will collectively, generally, bring out information for you. So anyway, I have freedom of speech and I have rights just as much as you do, and I just like to say that for legal purposes. And so also I feel energy if you are new, and I will speak right out of that space. So anyway, I went right back to bed after I got done with the first reading and took a little snooze, and so got right back up. I was in my scripture, and I was amazed at what the Most High took me to, that was confirming what he said today on the reading and all that kind of stuff. And so people really better watch out, because the Most High is getting up in a very fierce way against his enemies, and you don't want to be the enemy of God. Okay, let me also establish something here. I do not hate anyone. We are to love and walk in love, and I do. At the same time, we do have real enemies out there, and they don't have a right to violate God's people, period. Somebody's going to get off my platform right now, first of all and foremost. Whoever thinks that they have a right to control my stuff, you are under a big fat judgment of God. You and your family and everything else. Given what God had taken me to after I got done, he ain't playing, and a slaughtering is coming like none other. You better release my platform, because you're going to feel it hard. Real hard. Also, I'm having problems with my lamp out here, and so if the lamp goes off, it's been doing it for quite some time. If I'm not even on the camera, it still goes on and off, but it's connected with my camera. And so anyway, if it messes up, I guess I have to jiggle it or something, try to get it go back on or whatever. We'll just read as it goes. So anyway, if you are new, I am dealing with the criminal. And I'll give a rebuke to the filth bag. They're connected with murder, okay, to something that I'm dealing with, and I'm sure I'm talking to authority figures right now, because they are involved in the nonsense. And so you're going to reap what you've sown. In my life, your family's going away too. All of you who are enemy of God, because a judgment went out real harsh today on a leadership. I don't mess around, because I don't fear man. Nobody controls me. I'm yielded to the Most High God. I go where he tells me to go. I do what he tells me to do. I'm just as human as you. I fall down, I get up, and I make things right like we're supposed to. And anyway, I'm just here to do the service of the Most High God. I'm not moved by people. I'm not here for popularity, nothing, none of that stuff. I'm here to hear the voice of the Most High God. He speaks very plain here. So, anyway, I don't know what you're looking for, but I'm just looking for people who will listen to the Word of God and turn. God's not religious. He's righteous. Those two things are so far apart. People in those churches are being judged, because judgment begins at the house of Jehovah. All right, we're going to start with Aries. There's a love affair going on. Somebody's trying to heal either after a love affair, or somebody's trying to get back into a love affair that was had something to it, and that's illusion and with that crap. But anyway, it's up to you what you do. Anyway, there's something about a romance situation here. I really hope that you're doing what's right in this situation and you're not coming back to some love affair that's got some, it says dirty little secrets on the card. If you're healing, if you are getting back with somebody that you fell down in a situation, you're healing and doing something upright, then may God lead you and heal your relationship from some illusional nonsense that you got mixed up in, and I applaud you for that. But if you think you're going back to some dirty little secret, you're trying to heal with something that you had a downfall with somebody you were slipping in bed with, it ain't going to work out for you. I'm just telling you, it's the honest to God fact. But you can do what you want. A lot of people are going to find out that it's a very bad devastation with that energy. Show me Aries, Jehovah. So we have a boss figure, a landlord, a property owner, a teacher, any person of authority is here with this card, okay? And we have wisdom or an older person out here. You also could have somebody that's rigid somewhere attached to a matter. That older person card can go to a rigid energy as well. But it's something about wisdom is out here. And we need to cry out for wisdom. Hold on, I got a different deck of cards mixed in this deck. What's it say? The Beast. Yeah, it came out today. Anyway, show me Aries. What do you want to say to Aries, Jehovah, out of this deck? I just yield to you, Jehovah. We need a word from you. Chase your enemies 7 ways you said you were going to this morning. And those who will turn, give them the strength. Something's forbidden out here, guys. Something's forbidden, okay? Somebody's got a little date. The coffee date card is underneath that. Well, somebody's trying to heal something, I guess. Obviously, again, it says a love affair out here on 2 different decks. Temptations, flirtings going on. Giving into pleasures out here. You think that that's healing? Look, I speak right out of that energy space. So I could come across a certain way. I'm expressing the way it's coming through. You just have to learn me as a reader. So somebody's trying to go somewhere. This is a transportation card. Okay. There could be a boat connection. Not everybody has boats. And so for some of you all, that will be a direct card that would say so. A Navy person could be here as well. But any kind of transportation and going somewhere, something's forbidden with it. Okay, and there's love fair energy out here, folks. Let's get into it. What's going on with this, Jehovah? Again, some of you all are healing from this and doing the right thing. But I look at energies that violate the Most High so that we can get some wisdom about what not to do. Some of you all may just be a bystander around somebody, you know this is going on and you have a part to play in it. You need to pray, ask God what you're supposed to do with it. Obviously, we don't meddle in people's affairs, but if you do have a friend and they're trying to come for a little advice because they're feeling like, oh, giddy, because I haven't felt this in a long time, and you know, because I can't get anything with my spouse going on because it has really come out really hard this week, then you right then and there have the doorway open to say something in wisdom to warn, because this to God is abominable. Show me Aries. I'm hearing I told you so. Somebody's going to get a I told you so out of something. It came through real strong. Show me more information. So we have the Empress in the reverse. So the wife could be, or somebody's wife is out here. She represents a wife. She's in the reverse. Okay. Yesterday when we read, and we're still in the time frame from some of that stuff that was coming out on the element sign readings, which was also on the live section. We had somebody jumping in bed with the same sex and the spouse didn't know about it. So there's 2 women doing some nasty thing out here. You're filthy. You're a disgust to God. That's abominable. Any of it's abominable to God because somebody's hooked up out here. Okay? Somebody knows this information. Something's being exposed. The letter P is here. The letter G, the letter L could be pulled out of the Empress as well. And that somebody could be in the Army or the Navy specifically, because I want to say the pictograph language goes back to the Army or something like that out here. So whatever this is exposure. God's going to let something come out and be known about this because something's forbidden. It's way forbidden with the Empress in the reverse. This is somebody who's very superficial. In the she's about being kind and sweet and gentle and caring and producing things and very productive energy. But in the reverse, whoever's in the love affair, they are nasty. They're just, hey, look at me kind of stuff. And if there is a pregnancy, then there could have been a pregnancy. If somebody's healing after some type of pregnancy situation, somebody could have lost a pregnancy here as well. But this is like exposure. So this thing will be known. It will be known and there will be shame all over it. The will is on something out here. Okay? All right, well, something's, so the G and the Y, gay. That somebody's a homosexual out here. Doing something that's very forbidden with same sex and they're married and the spouse don't know. If you're in some type of an authority or a teacher or you own property or something, that's also giving clues to some of you all. King of Swords in the reverse. This is bad. Okay? Also, the moon came as secrets. Somebody's mother is out here attached. The moon goes back to your soulmates. It can go back to a mother. Somebody is a mother out here stepping out with another mother or something. If this somebody's husband, it will be known. If it's men and some man's dressing up like a woman, it could go either way because the wheel goes either way. Bisexual energy is showing up out here. Okay? Anyway, something will be oppressive with this energy. God ain't playing today. We just starting out right there out of the gate, man. What's in the hidden space that Aries need to know? It's pretty much already telling. Something's forbidden out here. And so those of you who've got partners, God's just been pounding it and pounding it. You need to find out about it because he's going to separate something out here. Something's going to change. We some type of older energies out here. We got birds. This is communications that are going on. This is like online stuff. And so some of y'all need to check online communications going on with somebody just saying, hey, me and my girlfriend's going to go out. Well, they're going out to bedrooms and everything else and doing the nasty. Or the husband's also doing that for others of you as well. Somebody sets up in a position out here with the King of Swords coming out because it is out here. Your base energy is somebody who is older also. Connected to something, and this card is also an older person card as well. That's gross, but anyway, you got communications going on in the hidden space. You got people talking. If somebody's already found out about this with that star showing up, then somebody's already knows something about it. People are already gossiping. We had the gossipy stuff come out this morning. People already, if you think it's secret, it ain't. People know about this dirty little secret. The secrets. This is like knowledge and information. People know. So if you're doing some same-sex nasty out here, people know about it and they're secretly about it. And it is dirty. Because somebody had STD. Look, that earth sign jumps out in the reverse again. It went right on the forbidden card. Okay, well, I don't read these in the reverse. There's an earth and a water sign connection to something going on out here. Okay? With same sex directly for most of you all. If you're not in a same sex, it's just showing just those energies, though, are really prominent out here. But if you're not, you're just in an affair. It's still forbidden with God. Okay, anyway, an earth sign and a water sign connection is out here with this. The King of Swords is this cutthroat. I don't care. It's if your spouse is finding out about this, oh my God. Because God said disaster and an upheaval was coming to people. Somebody didn't have no forgiveness with God today. They were in a leadership. Again, the Empress is somebody who sets into leadership. And the will also goes back to authority. And the King of Swords also authority. It's emotional out here with the moon. Show me Aries, Jehovah. PayPal accounts. Y'all need to check out, it jumped on the Empress. If somebody's got communications through PayPal or taking money for some stuff. We had foreign accounts that also came out today that somebody was going to be caught in some illegal foreign accounts as well. So whatever's going on with the money and PayPal, and you can communicate through PayPal. And there is communication in the hidden space with these birds. They go back to that. Okay? Anyway, it says that you shall not follow a multitude to go do evil. There's a bunch of people talking about some stuff that they found out. I guess they're all talking about doing something evil to the homosexuals that are jumping in bed, or to the other party that's doing the affairs, whoever's finding out stuff. There's evilness being talked about. What are we all going to do about this? We're going after somebody. Somebody's in danger out here. And God today said he's going to let somebody be in some danger. He said they were hung in the balance. There's dangerous stuff going on. People talking about it. But God says that you shall not follow a multitude to go do that. So if somebody's trying to bring you into, hey, did you hear about what happened? Come and let's do something wicked to them. And you go, you're just as guilty as crap out here that's going on, that's dirty for you to do it, because God says not to. Vengeance is his alone. But you can do it. That's your choice. You're going to get caught up in something you wish you never gotten involved in. You shall not follow after a multitude to do evil. You shall not speak in a cause to decline after many, to wrestle with the judgment. And so some people try to figure out what to do about this. Get your hands off of it. You go correct the way you should correct by yourself with somebody. And then if they don't want to listen, you take somebody else. If they don't want to listen, then you go to a bunch of people. If it's got to that point, these people should be using wisdom to do what's correct, and then throw somebody out for that crap. That's how you're supposed to correct. Show me Aries. An asteroid. Somebody's already gotten hit by an asteroid because people are talking about some stuff. God said he'll throw down fire and brimstone to his enemies that love to go do evil, and people are talking about going doing something out here. You're wicked. Something out of country is connected with something. So if somebody talking, or they travel overseas and stuff, again, there's accounts and stuff that came out today. Something through PayPal specifically. We had Venmo come out, but anything like that connection, it's on that Empress. Okay? Out of country connections. Getting hit by an asteroid, and oh my God. Somebody's going to lose their mind, or they already have. Getting into unity with some stuff out here, folks. Are you going to get in unity with going doing some evil, and you're going to get caught up in a bad destruction of God in this chaos? Because you will be judged for it if you won't walk in love and correctly. This is karma when the wheel comes out. What comes around goes around is with it. Show me Aries, Jehovah. What kind of words pick through my hands? An emergency is out here. It is. Because it's evilness going on. Somebody's in a really bad place. You're going to know who's who when they open their mouth. Okay, so there's communications. If you're upright, this King of Swords is not a happy camper. Let's go cut somebody, man. It's filthy. Demonic with him in the reverse, and somebody gonna open their mouth and not be in a godly fashion out here, and you need to listen and use wisdom on something. You're gonna know who's who when they open their mouth. Either you got the love of God in you, or you don't. Bad checks are connected to some things going on. Okay, well, there's just money stuff in general today. An actor, somebody is acting out here. The star just showed up. So if I'm talking to somebody in stardom, and you're married and you're upright, or you're the one doing the nasty somewhere, something coming out about you, something about they miss you. Somebody wants to heal with this dirty little thing going on. It says, I long to know you. Well, anyway, it's forbidden. It's not funny anymore. It's not going to be funny anymore, folks. It's not funny at all. Aries, there's fraud issues around this with the money stuff. Okay, bad checks have been written. Things are going on. Okay. And somebody really put somebody's home in a really bad uproar here. Anyway, this is something unfolding. If you do have children, the Empress is in the reverse. And this is a children rune as well. But it's fraudulent things going on. It's also telling you to trust. All right? This is something that's unfolding for you guys. The letter F may be prevalent, okay? The letter Y, the J, the G, the L, and the T came out. Whether you're upright or not, person, place, or thing, first, middle, or last name. Okay, and then all these other connections out here. Give me just a second to pull these cards up. Oh, Father God, please keep people safe. Any children that are involved in this nasty nonsense that's going on that you've been talking about the last few days, we just pray a hedge of protection around them. People don't understand. Adultery kills your children, folks. You need to listen to what I'm saying. It is a fact. Adultery will kill your children. Let that sink in. Let it sink in real hard. Texas wants to jump out here, attached to something going on. All right. All right, Taurus. Let's see what's going on with you all. Welcome in, you and the cross watcher. Let's see what's happening with you. Most High, what does Taurine energy need to know? What's going on around them, or for the cross watcher, whoever's who? Speak right to the heart. Hearing Bon Jovi when I said that. You might be a Bon Jovi fan, or maybe you were at one time. Somebody is masked out here. Underneath that card, somebody going on an adventure, or they did. Okay? Somebody's hiding, concealing, deception is what it says. Show me Taurus energy. It's a bad ordeal, folks. It's a bad ordeal. There's death attached to something. This is also just keeping your mouth shut, not speaking. Somebody's masked. They're concealing some deceptive thing out here. Okay? Underneath that card is a little sweetheart. Somebody's in a stupid, dirty little affair. It's real filthy to God. Show me Taurus. This is death on somebody. And somebody was in the Aries reading. A bunch of people were talking about going and doing something evil. Somebody got murder on them, I guess. Like I said, that stuff kills your children too, folks. Look, Forbidden came out again. Even after shuffling and cutting the deck. Frozen. There could be some frozen accounts. Dead energy is out here. It says not speaking, stonewall, not taking any action. Boy, it's going to cost somebody. Or if you're going to stop and you were wrestling with doing something negative to somebody and you're just going to stop doing something. So something's very transformative, though, out here. And somebody needs to be addressed and corrected. Okay? We have the Anchor coming in the reverse. This has been long-term stuff. If you're going to release something and not take no action in something that you should, then so be it. The Death House also go back to water stuff. And we just had the boat just come out as well. And so something's coming up or something's coming out that's been weighing somebody down for a long time. There are two people here having a meeting. Let's go somewhere, do something. They're concealing something out here, Taurus, or you and another person are. Let's see. Something's forbidden. It says love affair on that forbidden card, flirting around, temptations, and giving into the pleasures. The death card takes you back to your genitals with the 8th house. Okay, it's secret sex, money, property, and we just had all that money stuff that came out as well. So there's money attached to some stuff going on. Show me Taurus. Show me what you want Taurus to know in the right now energy. Hold on. We have the Knight in shining armor. Okay, well, if it's in the upright, then it's positive for you. There's some type of forgiveness or healing for some of you all, but some of that's deceptive stuff. This can be a police officer card, and this can be a card of somebody will tell you anything you want to hear, baby doll. Anything you want to hear. Two of Swords. Confliction, acting like I don't know what's going on. Well, somebody does know what's going on. There's at least two people out here doing some crap. And somebody's married underneath that. There's a contract around something. It's a death. Somebody got a death contract on them. God, whoever the authority figure that's involved in this, God's going to let somebody die out of it. Because he said they were already judged. Because they didn't want to do what was right. And guess if you're frozen and you're not going to take no action, you're just going to continue to go on with this unforbidden stuff, you literally are fixing to die. We have children, and your children will die too. God says so. The Ace of Wands. This is about having that new beginning. Okay, this is also a sex card as well. Okay. And then the King of Pentacles. So the King of, he's just on my, all my cards in the upright. He has come out, or he or she, that there's the Queen of Pentacles too. Somebody's married out here, whoever they are. If you're upright, you are, but we're looking at people who aren't. This King of Pentacles, or the Earth sign energy, has come out twice today. And both times it came out in the reverse. In the Aries reading, it jumped on the Forbidden card. So whoever you are, somebody's married out here. We just seen the Ring card. Somebody married out here, doing something forbidden. That's bosses. You own companies. Better check out your spouse. Somebody also was a bigamist today that came out. What's in the hidden space? Thinking. Okay. Well, somebody needs to think. And somebody's concealing some stuff. What else is in the hidden? So this, like, thinking, getting some enlightenment here. That's good. What else is in the hidden space? The War. Okay, it's in the reverse. So somebody is going to, like, let something go and do the right thing and stop something that's forbidden and good for you. The work. So if something is going on at work, you've got both of them. These also came out in the reverse. If you're going to let something go that you should let go, then there's something positive for you. There's a new beginning out here for you, and God will restore something if you have your soul. The soul came out in the reverse yesterday, and today it came out in the upright, and God warned that the soul without knowledge is not good. So you're getting some knowledge here. You're going to save your family, your children, because your children are out here with the Six of Cups. Your soulmates are out here with the Six of Cups. You're getting some enlightenment by God Almighty and some stupid warfare that even people are trying to get other people to get up in here on. Meddling with other people's business instead of being, hey, a support and what's going on, and hey, let's do something that God will, restore in something, instead of going, let's go murder somebody. That's ridiculous. And I understand your jealousy, but God's jealous over you who've walked away from him. So you really don't have a finger to point at nothing if you're not keeping your eyes on the Most High God, because karma is real, because Jehovah is the one that put that path in this realm and says you either live or die if you do this or that, cause and effect. What comes around goes around. I'm not going to be mocked by no man. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. So you choose. It's really between you and God and the other person and God. So in this war, this also just showing somebody's wanting to heal something and continue on. Anyway, if you're not going to work on something, then you aren't. This is releasing something as well. And for a lot of you all, you need to release something. Some of y'all need to, if you can't fix something with your person, then you would be free in God's eyes, if there's an adultery, to walk away as well. And God hates divorce, and I'm not trying to say to do that, but if somebody has crossed the line in a very nasty, forbidden way, in an abominable way, then you need to do what you need to do and get the download from God. So the truth is underneath this King, Queen of Pentacles in the down position, because there's secrets. The moon is underneath that. Something's going to get cut here. The sun is underneath that, and that represents a cut. Somebody gonna get cut. If you work with this person and you're having an affair at work, somebody, and you're the boss because the boss was there, then I guess you need to cut your little lover away or something like that, because somebody's home is out here and your children are involved in something very forbidden. You could travel for your job, because this is like, hey, let's travel and let's go do something here. And then the transportation came out as well in the Aries reading. One more for Taurus in the hidden space, Jehovah. Your house is out here. It will affect your house. At the bottom of the deck is your family room. Well, anyway, God's speaking to families today. Death on it. You better end it. This little sweetheart really ain't a sweetheart. To press the palm, to tame, to bow somebody over. There's death to it. Or somebody already died from something, then something's out here exposed. God's exposing it. Jehovah could only be the one. Somebody's ego is out here. A weapon that divides the flesh. There's death on Taurus energy. There's death on Taurus energy. Burden, stress, and an oppression. It's coming. If you're going to just stay frozen and just do whatever you think you're going to do, keep these little dirty little secrets to yourself. People already are enlightened by some stuff. It was all over the Aries reading for those of you who have got those connections. Hold on. Okay, come out. Bent over the connection. Yes, and somebody's conspiring to go do some wickedness and dragging a bunch of people in with it. Going to cost a bunch of people their home getting involved in this thing. That already did, and somebody's investigated for something in this war. I see God shutting something down. But somebody is bent over the connection, the card says. As Jehovah says that he's going to supernaturally fix a problem out here. Okay, well, that's great. Because somebody needs to get up in here and stand in the gap for some people that's under a really bad energy. The X is involved in something, okay, or somebody going to become an X. Somebody's sick of somebody hanging around all the time. They're annoyed. It's somebody's up in here with an affair, a dirty little secret with it. They're at your house. That came out yesterday. They're at your house because they're really with your partner doing something, even same-sex stuff. Anyway, somebody's X is out here. Anyway, that King Swords was in the reverse. He ain't a happy camper in the reverse. Okay, dangers out here, folks, because there's death and a weapon that divides the flesh and a devil. This is the devil card. Somebody's bound in a really bad way. It says that a victory is out here, a birth certificate. So if somebody did have a baby, the Empress came out in the reverse, and it says that that people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. It shows it right here. There's people that didn't know something, but they're enlightened by some things. It says that the people that walked in darkness have seen a great light, and they that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them has the light shined. Okay? It's time for people who have never heard the word of God and how karma really works to wake up, because it's taking people right out of this realm to the pit of hell, and the devil don't care about you and I. It's time for you to get a victory, okay? Or somebody's at least trying to do something in a nasty way and concealing some deception, like I said, because that truth is down. And this is like I'm hunting, I'm chasing after you to do something. They're going to get cut for their wickedness that they're doing. If people are going to come awake and say, I'm getting out of this thing, you're on your own here. Because God's going to do something out here. If you'll do what's right, God will take care of something. I don't care what's around it. Show me Taurus. You ain't going to get your way in this little dirty mess that you're in. If this has already happened and somebody already killed over a love affair situation, somebody's going to get a victory and some type of justice, because underneath the sun and this moon that represents a cut goes to justice underneath that. Somebody's getting cut away. That's going to come from God, because the justice card represents karma, and God's going to even out some scales that are abominable to him. Show me Taurus, Jehovah. The beast. Okay, well, anyway, that beast energy is really came out this morning, and the beast will also take you to same-sex stuff with God as well. Mice, lying. You could have a mouse problem connection to something, but mice goes in traps. Somebody was trapped that was trying to trap. Somebody yesterday when I was reading was going to come back for a little reunion and try to heal something, but in their mind, they were going to kill the person. So if this is somebody's ex trying to come back and they're wanting to heal with you, and you had something to do with a dirty little love affair or dirty little secrets with money or something like that, and you think you're healing with them, their secret around somebody murdering somebody for it. And they're getting people up in here to judge and wrestle around with, should we get involved with it? Or if they did, somebody going to be bent for jail. Bending somebody over is also is energies of the Justice card, which represents somebody can get bent to go to jail for something. However it's going, but mice goes to lies and stuff, trappings, and dirty animals. There's a dirty little secret out here. Uninspired. Okay, well then that would show this in the reverse. It's uninspired. Okay, well anyway, you just, because you don't have the Holy Spirit. A Hispanic man, woman, or child is involved in a matter specifically, and something about fountains. You could be from Kansas City. Kansas City specifically came out. The K and the C goes back to the Justice card, and they're also called the City of Fountains. But if something's happened by a fountain, then so be it. Water energy is just around something. There's the knife. A weapon that divides the flesh is out here. A spear came out. We have somebody bending somebody over. The devil energy goes back to piercing. Death is around something. The word danger is out here. It ain't good for taurine energy. So I don't know what you're mixed up in, but somebody's nothing but a low-down scoundrel and a beast attached to something going on with this energy. There's danger around it. Woo! Those of you in the upright, you don't need to fear nothing. God's got something under control. Show me Taurus energy. You have the letter O. Could be from an O state as well. Missouri would be out here. This is the M or the R, but Missouri would specifically be out here. Anyway, you also have the letter Q, the T, the C, and the K came out, and the letter O. This is about money and stuff, but there was fraud that came out in the taurine energy. And so this is something about inheritances, and so if there's something that's taking place around a death matter and inheritances, your family room and your house is out here, then your soulmates are out here involved in some stuff. Okay? It's also a positive room to get. So whoever's going to get a victory in some matter, then God's got something under control in a situation out here. Okay, so that was the letter that came out for you all. Give me a second. We'll go to the next house. You know, I was thinking about, because the Most High said that the end time would be like the time of Noah, but it would be like fire this time. And fire goes to jealousy. Fire goes to burning. And God says he'll burn up his enemies and stuff like that. But if you think about Noah, and he warned people before the flood was going to come for like 120 years or something like that. A long time. Over 100 years. I think it's 120 years. And nobody wanted to listen at all. And the flood has been recorded all over the world, that event. So is Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah still lays in ruin today. As the scripture says, it's a real place for homosexuality. Okay? And anyway, because wickedness just fills the earth and fills the air. We got all these people dying, walking around dead now. And you think about the flood when it finally came, and then they begin to beat on the boat and tell Noah, let us in now, let us in now. And God said, no. You go read, it says that Jehovah shut the door when Noah and his family went in, and the door would not open for them. It was too late. And God tells us the same kind of stuff in the book of Revelation. He give you a space of time to repent for this adulterous stuff. He said, then I throw you in bed with Jezebel and kill your children for it. Serious stuff, folks. You talk about karmic activity going on. Time to wake up now. Is when God says, door shut, I won't open to you no more. You didn't have no oil in your lamp. The anointing is what destroys yokes. There was only 8 people that made and had to replenish the earth. How many people this time is going to make it? All right, let's get started on the next house. Gemini, welcome in, you and the Cross Watcher. I hope that you all are doing well. Let's see what's going on with you all. Show me Gemini, Jehovah. What's going on with this energy? Okay. Charisma. Somebody was uninspired. If you do have charisma and you're inspired, then you are. Secrets, okay, are out here at the bottom of the deck. Nurturing energy. Hopefully you are going to nurture somebody with some charisma. If you have to do something in secret, then you will, for some type of healing with some people that have gone through some bad things, okay? Or you're somebody that needs that nurturing. These are the 3 cards that came out of that deck. Show me Gemini. So this is about looting on people. Okay, well, there was fraud issues in the Aries reading. This is somebody's got entitlement to something that belongs to them. This is also like rebates and returns of things as well. Underneath that, it is the scholar. So you could be learning something, or you're dealing with a teacher or the professor, or maybe there's a library scene here. Maybe something with the actual library is connected to something as well. Anyway, this is... somebody got entitlement to something out here. Show me Gemini. Let's just let this unfold. We have the Anchor. So the Anchor just showed up in another deck in the reverse, which has a meaning of feeling weighed down or long-term occupation. If somebody is being let go, there was a cutting energy somewhere as well. This says to hold it together, getting a grip. There's heaviness and chained up energy out here. And somebody secretly, I feel like if somebody has gotten looted on in their secrets around somebody, and somebody is acting like they got a lot of charisma and stuff and being nurturing, somebody around you may not be in that, and they're really chained up in a matter. A gamble energy is out here. It says taking a risk, a poker face. I mean, we have those dice come out all the time, so if you gamble and stuff or whatever it is, and something with that is really heavy on my platform all the time. Not showing their feelings, like I just said. I think somebody's acting like they're just full of charisma, but secretly they're chained up, or that's you. But anyway, if you're going to take a gamble on something, I really hope that you are going to be upright in something that you're taking a gamble, or somebody around you is this way. Okay, show me Gemini. We have the dog, somebody's friend. The word mice just came out. Here it is. It was in the Taurus reading. And the letter, communication. If this is upright and somebody's trying to protect somebody in a lie, in some type of communication, that ain't really a friend if you're trying to cover for somebody who is in an affair. Because that affair showed twice back to back. But anyway, that's what, if you feel like that's what a friend is. A friend will tell a person the truth. There's anxiety around this energy. Show me Gemini. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. It was an emergency. All right. Anyway, somebody's friend is out here. The dog can also, in the negative, and in the Aries reading, there was homosexual stuff there, and the dog specifically in the reverse can go to homosexuality and perverseness. The most I also said in somebody else's reading, either the Taurus or the Aries reading, that when somebody opened their mouth, you would know who they were by what they said. Okay? And so there's communication out here. If somebody is a liar out here around something that's going on, they're all acting whatever, but somebody's really chained up. Somebody's been looted on, or you looted on somebody, and somebody took a gamble in something and didn't pay off, or it's not going to pay off either. If this already happened, somebody's friend is out here just protecting something, and somebody's not loyal. The dog goes back to loyalty, but somebody's a liar. They're not loyal. You need to check your friend out. The little bouquet was underneath that, because there's a love affair going on the last 4 or 5 days on this platform. So the Lover's in the reverse. It's off because the Lover's in the upright. This is meant to be, man. This is blessed of God. This is a union. It's not. It's in the reverse. It's about choices, and health issues could be out here as well. This is about your polaric balance, or somebody's polaric balance really ain't what it seems. The V or the W or the Y or the J could be pulled out of that. And somebody's already made a choice, and somebody's fixing to communicate. You're either going to communicate to somebody who is lying and be a friend and be upright. Somebody has entitlement to something that's taken place, which is money, whatever the gambling energy, just bring money energy out in here. Or somebody's going to communicate and lie because their polaric balance is crazy, and they're just going to act like they got charisma, but they got secrets. It's going to go either one of those ways out here. But somebody's made a choice out here to do something. Show me Gemini. Y'all don't understand, your family's, your home is on the line. So that's about going somewhere. So there's that boat again, or whatever you have the anchor that's out here. Specifically, it came out, the anchor. Boat also takes an anchor. The boat was also in the Aries reading, where that dirty little secret was. This is about having the rite of passage to go forward in something. If you're going to be positive and loyal to God, then you will be able to move something forward here. Show me Gemini. But if you're feeling way down, this boat ain't moving nowhere. Because somebody's been wronged and looted on some way, shape, or form. The Sun. So this is forcing energy. And you also got the Justice card. Some type of truth could be up in somebody's face, or this is pride, conceit, and ego as well. But God's going to make something out for good for people who will let something go and do what's correct out here, and even correct a liar. Okay? The Sun and Justice. There's legal matters out here. Hold on real quick. The word quick is out here. Something quick is going on. Okay, or somebody trying to do something quick out here. Give me just a second. So there has been thievery out here. The word cankerworm and caterpillar is out here. But the most I said, where we can find this in the book of Joel, and somebody's name could be Joel, connected to something, that everything stolen shall be returned. Somebody knows some information about some stuff. They're feeling way down about it because somebody's been looted on. It's rightfully theirs, whatever it was. If it was inheritance, because the inheritance rune came out in the Taurus reading. Somebody don't have the right to go forward. If somebody is trying to force something to go forward in a lie, boy, karmic activity is going to just take you right down. You're going to sink to the ground. But somebody's made some type of choice out here. So hope those of you in the upright, the Sun is an upright card. Okay, could be dealing with the Pisces. The Sun right now is in Pisces as well. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. But some truth is out here. Show me Gemini. What's the last message of this deck? He's done with this deck. This is going somewhere. There's some type of travel around you all. Something about somebody's vehicle. Somebody has looted on somebody's vehicle, or just did something to somebody's vehicle, cost money, took a gamble to do something out here. Somebody's got trappings with it. The Justice would take you to jail, and then the Mice goes to trappings. Somebody can go to jail for something. Show me Gemini. What's in the hidden space for them? Hold up. all the money that's been looted on. Okay? If somebody, this has probably been going on for a long time. The word time is here as well. But it fell on the Lover's card. The choice that was made with this. This is great fortune. Better give it back, man. Whoever I'm talking to that's in the thievery side of things. Let God cut your freaking fingers off. In the reverse, somebody does not have morals and ethics. They don't give a rip about the Most High God. They signed up. The Tav represents a signature of something. Also represents a mark of something. A miracle could be here for some of you all, because God ain't for the wicked. He's for the upright. A reconciliation is trying to go on. If you're dealing with the Aries energy, it really isn't. Somebody trying to reconcile with their nasty little perverse person to go somewhere and do something, but they got secrets out here to murder somebody for some of those cases because people know about something. There's contract around this money for it. Okay, and there's, look, it was right up underneath here, like I said. This is flattery and, hey, baby, take my little gift and all this kind of stuff. It's in the hidden space. The church came out yesterday. It's in the reverse, and we talked about it today. The snake. Okay, well, you're going to get bit. Somebody going to get bit. Somebody going to get bit. Or they already did. Show me Gemini. There's car races. That's gambling energy. Horse races. That's gambling energy. Whatever that is. Because the dice energy has also come out. Somebody's uncle, or you're the uncle connected to something. The United Kingdom. Chile is coming out. And somebody's in greed. It ain't yours. That's why the cross is in the reverse and the snake is out here. The beast came out in wording. It's a cursed thing with God. The truth is going to separate somebody today. Again, somebody going to die because all the death stuff came out in the Taurus reading. Okay. Officials are analyzing some forgery. Again, somebody made a mark on something for some money because they're greedy. Or you did that. Show me Gemini, Yehovah. So if the King of Swords is also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, the King of Swords came out in the reverse in the Aries reading. So those of you dealing with Aries, you need to go watch that reading because there are dirty little things going on. We've got somebody's friend is out here. That's the dog card, is involved in this. Okay, in the Taurus reading, the two owls together was like, hey, let's have a meeting, let's go somewhere. You've got the Chariot is about going places, and the Six of Swords is about going somewhere. If somebody's thinking about going to Chile, specifically, the United Kingdom's out here, somebody's uncle's out here. Officials know something about some type of forgery with this crap going on in your little secrets, or where you did go somewhere. Somebody's lying in their communication about stuff. If they're being questioned by the police for some of your cases, because the Justice card is out here. Something's going to be forced with the sun, though. Anyway, somebody's friend is here. This is also a loyalty rune, loyalty card. So is somebody loyal to you? Because there's lies. Or somebody's willing to lie with you and go to hell, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's an increase in promotion, but it's been thieved. The letter E, the letter W, or the letter M could be taken out of this if I turn it. And this is eternity. Somebody's going to die, folks. Or somebody did die for that money. It's a radical change. It's also maximum protection. Somebody's going to go to jail in this reading. Also, I get somebody being shackled with chains. For prison energy here, for the pictograph language. And you've got the Justice card, which represents going to jail as well as being chained up. The word chained up is here. Somebody going to be chained up in the Gemini connection energy with some type of somebody who's been loyal to being wicked and looting on somebody. Okay? I guess a snake bit you after all. It's poisonous out here. But there's a victory around somebody who's going to get some justice for something as well. The year is out here, and God says in his word, this is the year of release for his people and the year of vengeance. with God. Okay, so God's taking vengeance on something that he really is getting up because he said so this morning. Okay, so the Y or the R and the E, the M, the W, the letter Q, and the Z, and the K, and the C, and the T would appear out here in this reading. Let's go on to the next group of people. Somebody just don't care about nothing but themselves. We deal with a lot of people in the earth that don't give a rip about nothing but themselves. It's a really bad shame, folks. That's why it's very much important to not be unequally yoked in relationships and stuff. And somebody really unequally yoked in a relationship with the Lover's card coming out in the reverse in this reading. All right, Cancer, welcome in. Let's see what's going on with you all. Yehovah, I just thank you for the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Let me light an incense here. I just heard the Most High say, somebody's provoking Yehovah. I heard him say, you won't provoke me no more. That's dangerous. But you got people that will stick their fists up at God. Jehovah's standing up now, folks. People think God has forsaken the earth and he sees everything. People don't understand the slaughtering that is coming, even upon cities. He hasn't changed. Show me Cancer. If you're upright, you're upright. But I look at energies around people that are not upright. So suffering in silence, something about the twin flame energy is here. And there are demonic energies around that twin flame stuff. If your brand spanking new, I pulled it right out of scripture. God showed me secrets about it. And the devil is all over this thing. And the devil goes to pride. And it's also proven that homosexuality is connected with this nonsense because they want to break up the male and female. And then somebody else wants to cling and cling and cling as a same sex to it. Okay? It's a nasty thing. Anyway, somebody's got unspoken desires. It says real feelings are going on. Broken dreams are around some stuff with the twin flame energy because somebody is a third party around the ground. We also have secrets. There are secrets today. No weapon formed against those of you who walk with the Most High or will turn to do so shall prosper against you. Jehovah wants you to live and not die. There is an authority figure, a teacher, a property owner, and it's just somebody in authority is out here. They're a foe. Lost credibility on some stuff. You know. Somebody better brace themselves. Show me Cancer, Yehovah. Could be a parent. Your parents could be out here attached to something as well. You could have lost credibility with your parents because of something that they know as well. I don't know. Lust. This is why somebody is a foe out here, because it's dirty little nasty lust stuff going on. Okay? It says only you. All right. Well, it's lustful. It's forbidden. It says forbidden fruit. It says they're non-committal. It's a sexual energy. It says tragedy on the card. Only you. Only you. I don't think so. Somebody's a liar. So here, they got secrets out here around murdering somebody. This is flattery. Take my flowers. Take this gift. There's communication coming around you all. All right. Show me Cancer. We have the Queen of Swords. If you're in the upright, then you're very truthful. They got secrets. The sword is down around all this money. The X came out as well. Anyway, this is somebody who is very truthful and will just tell it like it is. Okay? And she won't put up with crap in the upright. If she's in the reverse and got these secrets, somebody's got lust out here. Somebody does. Somebody in authority is attached to it. Okay? And some type of little gifts are around some type of communication. Somebody secretly suffering in some type of silence because of knowing about some secrets around some love affair that's got some wickedness around it. This is also a sex card. It's about being inspirational, and somebody was faking their inspiration in the Gemini reading. If that's a Gemini, then they got these secrets, because that secrets card was there as well. There was a bunch of money around it, and this is large sums of money here. There's fraud issues going around some stuff. People know about something, and they're suffering in silence because they don't want to go to jail. But you are going to go to jail and hell if you keep that secret. It's commitments out here with the Ten of Pentacles. Show me Cancer. There's a police officer card as well. This is incarceration. Somebody will go to jail for something. This is somebody telling you whatever you want to hear, sweetheart. Only you. It's a tragedy, though. And somebody is not committed to you. Or you're not. The Eight of Pentacles at work. At work. And juggling two things or two people, or exchanging back and forth with the two kids. This is about going back and forth about a decision being made. And somebody's stuck in some stuff anyway. What's around you, Cancer? Somebody older than you is out here attached to something. But if that Queen of Swords is not in the upright, she is a locomotive, man. She is cooking in the reverse. And again, you got somebody tell you whatever you want to hear. Just flatter you, give you a little piece of money, and hey, let's just keep this going. Somebody's communicating physical face-to-face with that. With these gifts. Somebody's really a foe out here. The foe card's out here. They really ain't your friend. Because the friend card is under this communication. The doggy is here. Somebody's willing to lie for somebody. What's in the hidden space for Cancer? There's that snake. Show me, Cancer, what's in the hidden for them, please. The tree. Okay, there's promises for the people of God, but in the negative, that goes to pride and homosexuality there. It's why the flood had to come, because of what I just talked about at the end of the Taurus reading about the flood coming. It is coming, folks. It is coming because of pride. A connection. Is that what that says? A connection in the reverse. Okay? A barrier in the reverse. So somebody's trying to heal something out here. But somebody's a foe. I feel like there's the doggy right there as well. They're here. There's two dogs here. It's a prostitute energy with dogs, as well as perverseness. If you are upright, then you are loyal, and you will not have a barrier in a connection, and you will be stable, and you will do what's right, and you'll work on something for uprightness and get out of the suffering. Okay, if you there's third parties for some of you around something. Somebody's got lost credibility in something that's going on with the matter. But somebody's trying to flatter somebody with this lust, or they did, and somebody's like, oh, you got lost credibility with me because you open your mouth in this perverse way, whatever that is. Again, somebody's going to have some communication, and God said you're going to know who they are when they open their mouth. If they ain't talking godly stuff and directing for godly purposes, to somebody even have to be sharp, even with the Queen of Swords energy in the upright, because your soul is on the line. And some people don't understand when you're just like, hey, something serious here. It's beyond this realm here. And people get all bent out of shape, put their barriers up. If you don't put your barrier down in some type of a connection here for uprightness, you will be screwed, and you will lose your credibility, because it's perverse energy within some type of communication. If somebody's overhearing this communication with two perverse dog energies out here, somebody's keeping the secret, and they're suffering in silence for it. Somebody would know something about their boss that way, or your parents that way, or a teacher that way, because all that with that card, somebody in authority is involved in something with it. Stuck. Show me Cancer. There is a third party out here. I picked this card up and this one stayed on the table. Thievery, thou shalt not steal. That was really big in the Gemini energy. Somebody is a thief. All that money just showed up with the Ten of Pentacles here. Show me Cancer. There's third party around you. Russia connections are coming out. Show me Cancer, Jehovah. What kind of words do they need to know? An earth sign. It keeps coming out in the reverse. And we did see the King, Queen of Pentacles. I think it was a Taurine reading. They were both there. If you are upright earth sign, then you are. But somebody's not somewhere. Okay? And so whatever that is, there's a third party connection. Something about your father's side. So this would represent something about somebody on your father's side's a foe to you. The word monster is here. Says everybody knows why they did what they did. Okay, well, everybody was talking. A bunch of people were talking in the hidden space. The X is here. Everybody was talking in the Aries reading. Fixing to go do something real wicked to somebody. Cruelty. It is cruel. Somebody's got murder on the brain. Somebody to put some barriers down in a connection here. Connect with your house. This is your house here. Okay, your ex is out here. A third party's with it, or something connected with your father's side of the family for others of you, and two friends are involved, or again the perverseness and the dirty little secrets and the loyalty or the lack thereof is attached to something, and something's happened at work with this, or somebody's wanting you to put your barriers down for the Eight of Pentacles to work on something, and somebody going back and forth, and you really better pay attention who they are when they open their mouth and what's coming out of their mouth, because there's perverseness out here, and you'd be in danger with it to open up and let your barriers down if you're not an upright person. The damage is out here. There is a damage. There's cruelty out here going on. The beast. Okay, well that beast just showed up in the Gemini reading. It was in the form of the snake, and it's cursed above all beasts. That beast came out earlier today. Canada connections and Russia connections are out here. At the top of the deck, it says this is a respect issue. It is a respect issue. It is about you respecting yourself under the eyes of God, watching every evil and good thing that we do. Somebody's not loyal in a relationship out here. They're telling their spouse, only you, baby, but something perverse is going on. This is a radical change fixing to take place. And this is eternity, folks. This is a complete success also, because somebody's going to get a victory somewhere in a matter. If you're going to come clean and be loyal friend and address something that you should. If you know something about a third party, then you need to do what's correct, because you're, like I said today, you're going to stand all by yourself when you leave this room in front of the creator of all things that gave you that breath in your lungs. And your friend's not going to be there. Your spouse, your family's not going to be there. You and you alone and me alone are going to answer to every little thing that we've done to the maker. Your eternity's on the line here. I love you enough to tell you, hate me if you want. You're going to wish you listened to me someday if you choose not to do what's right. But that's your choice. Once the door's shut, there's no more coming through it with God. This is maximum protection. So for some people, you need to maximally protect somebody. Okay? If you know information, because somebody's a poisonous beast out here. Somebody going to go to jail on maximum protection, and that's what it's also showing. Somebody knows the information because somebody's suffering in silence on the nonsense going on. It's ridiculous. If righteous people would just get up and do what's right, then people would rejoice, and the wicked would be literally just taken out of the way. At the same time, God's sovereign, folks. And he says when wicked people, they do begin to rise like grass, he puts that sickle in and he cuts them. Because it is the wicked that shall be removed out of the land and rooted out of it. It's the upright that will dwell in the land. That's a fact. Hold on. Just taking my time today. It's a very relaxing, restful day, and I just thank the Most High for it. Okay, I guess it'll have to just come out of that deck when I shuffle it. It got mixed up in there from another deck. All right, let's go to Leo. Welcome in, Leo and Crosswatcher. I hope that you're doing well. What's going on with Leo energy, Yehovah? Somebody named Jack is here connected to something. Somebody's name is Charles here connected to something going on as well. Somebody could be Jackie as well. I heard that Ray Charles. Somebody's name could be Ray. I always hear, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more. But those names were just coming through. So here's the healing and here's the illusion with it. That's what it was in the Aries reading. Healing. They were trying to heal something. A dirty little thing was there. Illusions are around something with you. Smell those roses. All those roses. Both roses just came out of two different decks in the Cancer reading. Okay? Smell them roses. And shattered is out here. Today. Okay, so today, they're shattering. If somebody's trying to bribe you, because roses go to that bribery, it says to slow down. It says take some time. Okay? Because it's also forewarning you something's very shattering out here. And if somebody is very shattered, and obviously somebody needs to heal, somebody does need to nurture, then so be it. But somebody's got illusions around something. For some of you all, somebody's just lying to get back in, to get somebody's barriers down because they got a nasty thing they're trying to do to somebody. Today, it says, in the moment, show me Leo. It says broken, nightmares, failure. So somebody's playing somebody. I'm in, I'm out. There's an authority figure attached to something. If you're investigated or you are the investigator, or it's just somebody in their uniform is here. There's a bunch of people involved in some stuff. There is. All those people were in the Aries connection reading talking about stuff, and somebody wasn't a freaking illusion. They were just doing something for their self there. There's death around somebody. So you got a bunch of people wrestling around about what to do or what not to do. Conversations. We've got a group out here, and God said in the general today that there was a group involved in something going on. Show me Leo, Yehovah. A union is connected to something. It's shattering, though. Underneath that, it says a denial. It says that there's contradicting things, a refusal, a dismissal, or not facing reality. Because there's illusions around some things. Somebody likes to put illusions around people. They're in denial. If somebody knows this information, a bunch of people are talking about this stuff that is going on. So if you're going to refuse somebody that you should, then may God give you the grace to do it. Show me Leo. Somebody's in an illusional union that's not supposed to be there. It's what it's showing. The snake just came out of the other deck. Somebody's a freaking liar out here. This is a seducing energy. Somebody's putting illusions around people. Hey, baby. Hey, sweetie. This is the whore card. The dog. It's perverse. Your friend or you or whoever's in this energy, somebody ain't your friend. They're a perverse piece of nutcase. They're a whore. They're protecting something's crazy with this beast. There's nasty energy out here. Because this card says I'm in, I'm out, I'm playing you. Somebody's amongst a bunch of people listening to information about some stuff, also putting an illusion because somebody's under investigation fixing to get bit for something as well because of that snake. Show me Leo, Yehovah. So somebody is married. This is about your morals, your ethics. This could be anything from churches to teachers to any kind of organization. Bank systems are here with this. Any kind of business could be here with this. It's about your morals and your ethics. Okay, something. So the word uninspiring come out. Somebody is uninspired. They're in refusal. They're dismissing the truth. They're in an illusion out here. And whatever's taking place with this nasty beast, this goes to society. You do have it right here, where a bunch of people are in this freaking stupid denial mode. I don't know, but this is somebody trying to do a new beginning here for some type of healing with a bunch of people. And if you guys can't see the truth in something, you all are screwed. Whoever I'm talking to connected with this snake out here, allowing somebody to seduce. Somebody was acting like they had all this charisma going on, and they were a liar in the Gemini reading. Okay, whatever. This is about having a new beginning. If you are married around something off with it, with all this crap. That's a sex card as well. This is conception of any kind. It could be around something that's happened, that's got somebody shattered to pieces. The Emperor is here. So this represents boiling with pride. Somebody is prideful out here. I want to say it's that word. Let me make sure. Attacking somebody like a bird of prey. That was all over the Aries reading. It also goes to a shout. Okay, there's shouting going on, then there's shouting going on, or there's somebody's playing somebody. Okay, if you've got a dirty officer, an official person that is involved in something, then the Emperor is out here and they're dirty and they're up in here with all these people as well. For those people who've got a maladministration. Somebody's a snake around something. In denial about something. The Last Judgment is here. So a headship really is really strong here. In the pictograph language, this is a headship of something. The Emperor is a headship of something. The Hierophant is a headship. This card, right, the Soldier card, is a headship card. Somebody in headship is either watching you, playing you, because you have something that's happened out here, and somebody's in denial with some stuff that's taken place that's very shattering, and somebody's going to go to jail. Or this person's also up in here with all these people also in denial, doing some crap, and just because where they sit, they're doing something nasty out here. They're going to get judged. This is also coming back around, and somebody's trying to heal something, but it's illusional. About 3 weeks ago, we read for Leo energy, and somebody was told that if you took somebody back that you shouldn't have, that a worse thing was going to come upon you. There's a word out here also goes back to circling around a large area for a renewal and a destruction. So whoever is in that energy that I keep picking up for, somebody wants you to get your walls down, but they're going to attack. They're going to attack. Once you say, okay, a bird of prey and attacking, it also came out in wording, but the pictograph language says so as well. If you're a headship that's played a bunch of people and you're in some crazy stuff, then a bunch of people, I guess, can take a headship down too. I don't know. God has a way. He did say that somebody in headship today was hung in the balance and they were left wanting. So if somebody's trying to go after this headship, other headship that is in the upright going to take another headship down, then somebody's going to get judged real hard. It's shattering out here. Show me, Leo, what's in the hidden space that they need to know. This has a meaning of an older person. It also has a meaning of your morals and ethics. It also has a meaning of your sexuality. It's off. It's homosexual stuff, even right in the church. So that's been talked about for the last 3 weeks, that there's a preacher and his spouse that are actually the same sex, and one tries to be deceiving. Somebody in one of the other readings had the mask on, said they were concealing something. So if you're still watching my platform and you're still involved in this church, you're being judged. Somebody's sexuality is out here in the hidden space, hidden in an authority with something real beastie. This is a prostitute sex card. This goes to homosexuality and same-sex stuff and perverseness in the negative of the energy. Somebody's in denial with it. That's your choice. God says he gives up people over to a reprobate mind. What else is in the hidden space? The universe in the reverse. It's just telling us God is the one who inhabits the universe. They don't give a rip. Because morals and ethics are out here. That cross came out in the reverse in somebody else's reading as well. Somebody don't have no morals and ethics. That Lily's card talks about your morals and ethics. There's court around some stuff. So if somebody, whoever is investigated out here, somebody is around a bunch of communication, in and out playing somebody who wears a uniform out here and got some information, somebody going to go to jail for something that's taken place. Okay? And all this money is out here attached to it. And something about your heart. God says the heart is deceitful above all else if it's not circumcised to him. He said out of it flows all kinds of murderous, adulterous nonsense. That's what defiles a person. Comes out of the heart the mouth speaks. That's why God said in, I think it was the Aries reading, you're going to know who's who when they open their mouth. Because what's in their heart's going to come out. There's vomit out here. A dog is told to us that it's got a connection to foolish energy and will return to vomit. Somebody's not in a good place out here. Could be a feminine energy for you. I don't know. Or somebody poses to be a feminine energy somewhere. Show me Leo. It's shattering. It is shattering to see people not have a reality of this reality. And I just talked about in the general today how this reality is so illusional to you and I, and we can't really see correctly unless you're walking by faith, not by natural sight. We see from the spirit realm, and it's called faith. Somebody's in denial with it, I guess so, in their union. This is the Uru. So if there is somebody in a uniform, this is the military, this is a soldier card, just to bring something in here that's got a legal matter to it. Okay, it's also making some type of progress, and so those of you who are going to do what's correct, then you're going to make some progress. Take somebody down, needs to be down, then great. It's also a bad karma rune in the negative of people who are unworthy of stuff, and God will leave them shattered. He definitely will leave them shattered because they choose to be reprobate before him. Okay, you could be from the UN. It is the letter U, but it's written kind of like an N. So I always say UN is out here. So that letter came out. The D came out. The H came out, and the R came out of this reading. Let me take from this deck for you guys. Exposed. I just cut this deck, and something is exposed. Okay, well, somebody's around a bunch of people. Does know some information about some stuff. I'm not taking those. Most High, what does Leo need to know? A release. Okay, well, somebody is either in the denial of the release, but there is a dismissal and a refusal out here on something. So if you are going to release something for upright purposes, then you will. Otherwise, the energy will go that other way. Either somebody will or won't. You interpret it. Having compassion out here. Somebody's shattered out here. Somebody does need healing. But if they're not going to face reality, because it's not facing reality, what can you do? You can do nothing. You can't make somebody face reality. And if you've got to release somebody because they won't, then it's goodbye time on something. It says that when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And we do have authority out here. And a lot of people are mourning. Because it says, but when the wicked, they bear rule, the people mourn. And somebody's shattered out here. And we got leadership all over some stuff. A coach is involved in something. And the knife came out in somebody else's reading because death was all over that reading. And a single female. She's right here in the hidden space, connected to something. The letter A is on that card. May or may not be prevalent. A fugitive. Somebody is a murderer out here. And CPR. Something's dangerous going on because God just said in the other reading danger was around. Okay? This is huge stuff. Pay attention to the people that you're talking to. What they're saying. Open your ears. God says that wisdom does not open her mouth in any perverse type of a way. And there is perversion out here in this reading. And because that snake is out here. And that is a hey baby sexual hypocrite card. Nonsense. And again, the sexuality card came out here. And so those people ate up with lust. They are, because the lust card came out, I think it was the Cancer reading. But authority is all over the Leo connection. So whatever y'all are mixed up in, if you're investigating, you're going to go to jail for something. All right, let's go to the next house. All right, Virgo, welcome in. Hope y'all are doing well. Those of you in the upright or the cross watcher. Jehovah, I thank you for this information. You let us know for our protection's sake. What's going on with the Virgo energy? What do they need to know? What do they need to understand? What needs to be bypassed? What do they need to continue in? No weapon formed against your people shall prosper. Okay, this one wants to jump out. It says burned bridges, lack of trust, and disloyal energy is here. It says turned back on, and somebody is trying to turn somebody back on for healing. Okay, and so if some of y'all can heal, then I guess you can. You're gonna know who is. But there's been burned bridges, and there is today is at the bottom of the deck. So somebody trying to do something today. That was just in the Leo reading. Better be careful. Show me Virgo. Sick energy. This also recovery of something. This is the malady. Somebody got mental issues. Somebody's got emotional issues. Somebody's got a physical issue for others of you. For a clue to something going on today where somebody's had a lack of trust and has been disloyal, but somebody's still trying to heal something. Okay? Anyway, hopefully you can heal, folks. Show me, Virgo, what's around them. What's underneath that card? The baby or a new beginning, or you're just at the beginning stages of something. If you are healing from some type of a surgery or having a baby or something like that, and you're starting over, then it would also be just showing that energy here as well. But that baby card just says you're just at the beginning stages of something. Only you. Okay? And a child is out here. So it is out here. So if you are trying to heal with your family, then may God be with you, because family was all over the Gemini energy. The house card came out and the living room card came out. And so may God be with you. Hopefully you can. Hopefully you can. If there's a child situation going on with something that you're finding out today, and you're also burning bridges, and you're just at the beginning stages because you're dealing with some kook that's done something out here for some cases. With the malady. Somebody got mental issues then attached to something. Show me Virgo, Jehovah. The moon, secrets, your home, soulmates, your mother. This also, children as well take you back to this. But this is also, I'm laying down, I'm hunting, I'm chasing you. For those of you dealing with some of that crazy stuff that was just coming out. It's also upright, righteous, and humble energy with the moon if it is in the upright. But there is about secrets. You don't see everything with the moon. It's illusions. And those of you dealing, was it the Leo reading? There was illusions all over something. Somebody was shattered there. Okay, playing games in that reading. But anyway, there's money around some stuff, or you're going to get lucky, or this is a yes card for some of you all. Secret yes to something could be out here as well. Anyway, you got some type of child connection, whether it is your baby mama or somebody's had a child somewhere, or whatever the child connection is. There's emotions around something, or some type of bridges have been burned, and you're at the beginning stages of something out here, and you got to use your intuition with the moon coming out. The moon card in this deck has a meaning of love and romance. I really hope it's upright for you all, because all the other energies was showing perverse nonsense. Show me Virgo. Why is this here? Somebody's observing you, or you're observing somebody. It says there's no one like you, focused on just you. Okay? We have the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands coming out. So this is a marriage. So if those of you who have the, or something around a celebration is here, something public or someone public is here, or you are that person. There has been a war here. You're at the beginning stages or fixing to be, and there's a victory somewhere. There is, the word victory showed up somewhere. Something positive that is out here with this clover. Okay, this is having to push through. Now, if that's come out like this is a warfare, a wounded warrior still having to push through something. Okay, and this is a mental illness card in the reverse of his energy. Something's very much fiery and passionate out here. Everything's fire coming out. Whatever this is all the meetings with the milady, just push through it in the truth, and you'll have a victory in something. We have the King of Swords and a Judgment. A headship and authority, or an X is out here attached to something. If you're trying to, the X did come out. If you're healing with an X, some of you all, that's dangerous, because they are mental and they got dirty little secrets to do something mean for some cases, because you're going to know who's who when they open their mouth. But somebody is returning here with the Judgment card. That's a returning card. The letter R might be prevalent to you. There's messages around Virgo energy. If that is upright, then it's upright. If this is a marriage situation, then the Hierophant is underneath that as well. You got the marriage card out here. Okay? You got children involved in some stuff, then you do. If you got an X around, because the third party in warding also came out in somebody else's reading. For some of y'all, you got third party crazy around something. It's emotional. They're secretive. They got mental problems. And they're trying to come back and do something. They've already burned some bridges. It's something about today is on this energy with you all. Or that's you. Whether you're the upright person or the kook. I don't know. If you're the kook, just get off my platform. I have time for your energy here. Show me, Virgo, what's in the hidden space, Yehovah? The Bear. Somebody jealous. This is your parents. This is business. Russia came out in wording. It also take you to Russia energy as well with the Bear. And it's jealousy and overbearing. If that King of Swords is not in the upright, this is a stubborn OMG, and it would be very much emotional with these secrets out here on something that's trying to go down. Somebody can get judged in something. Somebody's overbearing. This is like cold as ice with the King of Swords energy. If your ex is still jealous and some type of kook over somebody that you do have feelings for, then today they try and do something. Okay, a boundary is out here. Okay, and if there's a boundary, then they're trying to get it down, because just seeing that in the Gemini reading. If that's a Gemini for you, don't have to be. A confusion is out here. And accepting something. The confusion goes back to this as well, has a meaning of a confusion. Somebody won't accept something in the Leo reading. Okay, they were shattered everywhere. That's a confusion energy. Those of you who got those connections, you do have a lot of fire out here. But something about being prepared to accept something out here, but some type of confused way. Again, the Milady card is confirming something. There's the doggy. Something with your friend is attached to something, whether you're loyal or not, or you're perverse or not, because a dog can also take you back to that energy, which we touched real heavy in the other readings. Show me, Virgo, Yehovah. Somebody's got a little message coming for you. If there is money around it, the Hierophant goes back to bank systems and stuff. There's cruelty attached to it. The Nine of Swords goes back to cruelty as well, and somebody's cruel, mean person. Okay, that's also a money card. There's something with money attached to something. They're trying to confuse you. They won't accept something. You need to put your boundaries up. Or if you do put your boundaries up, there's some type of overbearing something, somebody's freaking mind. Maybe it's your child being that way for some of you all. I do have child energy here as well. You need to burn some bridges somewhere or protect somebody or something attached to something that's going on. Or you need to protect your children if your ex is coming around also wanting to do something with your child. Somebody's being overbearing here in the hidden space. Jealousy is cruel, folks. Show me Virgo. A con artist is out here. Okay, well, somebody trying to confuse something around you. Okay, there is. It's about, if you got money of any kind, somebody is there to loot somebody. The Gemini energy had looting energy as well. For some of y'all, that was past energy. But there's a con artist out here. And they're going to be exposed. Something public is coming out with it, with the Six of Wands being here. Or you know, somebody was also suffering in silence somewhere as well in the other reading. So if you know some information, you need to expose something. And accept what needs to be exposed. Accept why somebody's also walking around with this confused nonsense with perverse energy attached to that as well. And do what you've got to do. And protect something. Because somebody's dangerous somewhere, folks. A band. We had singing energy coming out. Okay. Or a band of men or army energy could be out here attached to something. And organized crimes trying to go on. No. All those people were all being addressed in the Aries reading. I just addressed it again. I think it was whoever. I think it was a Leo reading. There was a group of people there as well. There's organized crime going on. Somebody is trying to come back around to get somebody's barriers down. You need to say no. Because somebody's life is on the line. All the weapon stuff kept showing up. It was either the Taurus or the Gemini reading. There was weapons everywhere. A knife. And then it came out, a weapon that divided the flesh and bending somebody over and all that stuff. Somebody's trying to organize some nasty thing out here. But there's already been burned bridges. If you let it be turned back on, it's going to cost you even today. Okay? You need to not fear if you're with God. God's just allowing you to know some information out here. Something about twins. Okay, if you got children that are twins out here or something like that, that twin flame stuff also came out as well. And that's got nasty energy around it as well. Show me more information for Virgo. Somebody's cruel out here. On electronics, an animal. It's right here. The doggy is right here. Okay. It also goes to electronics because artificial intelligence goes back to that. It's also called an animal. Okay. Somebody's trying to touch somebody who belongs to God. He says, don't do it. Boy, his arm's going to punch you right on out. I don't know what you think you're trying to do, freak, to somebody out here. Somebody's shelters out here, and military is a connection to something, okay? Whether you're the Army or the Navy came out in one of the others, and then the military rune also just came out. I think it was a Leo reading. So military is somewhere attached to something, trying to touch somebody who belongs to the Most High God. An earthquake, a commotion, and a shake fixing to go down. Because somebody got boundaries out here that they're overbearing in something in the hidden space. They're trying to do something, trying to be a little con artist to organize some type of crime. They got a band of people attached to something going on. God's still telling you not to fear. He's going to take care of somebody. Anyway, it's at the top of the deck, the nuclear bomb. Somebody's explosive. I mean, we got Russia stuff coming out. It also came out. In wording, I don't know what's going on at that level, but headship was really strong in the Leo connection. Show me Virgo, please. Somebody out here who mocks poor people. They are reproaching their maker. It says, and he that is glad at somebody's calamity will not go without being unpunished. Somebody is going to be punished. God going to shake the whole earth and swallow somebody up in an earthquake if he has to. He just said a chaotic Judgment was coming out, and we were touching tornadoes and hurricanes this morning. He was showing pictures of it. Better watch what you're doing. He will literally open up the earth and swallow you and say goodbye. Because God says so. Those who follow and try to take his people and follow, and I'm trying to remember how it's worded, who seek after your soul, they will go to the lower parts of the earth. Is somebody going to get shaken by a literal earthquake? Then let God just open up the earth and swallow them down. It says that in mercy the throne shall be established, and he shall set upon it in the truth, in the tabernacle of David, judging and seeking judgment and hastening righteousness. And we need to be real quick in doing what's right and judging something real quick, because God tells us what to do for us to live and not die. Congress is out here. Well, we do have headship. We do. Somebody crazy out here. It says that the righteous are delivered out of trouble, and the wicked come in instead. So whoever the wicked people are, that's why God said don't fear. He's going to do something. Even if it's just an energetic shake out here. You do have a miracle and something around a fugitive. Somebody's a murderer today. They're perverse in their ways. That's past energy. Somebody already knows the information about the organized crime. It's been exposed. Give me just a second. I'll take your last message from the rune bag. Just trying to get this cleaned up a minute. God said to pick a side, folks. He's judging now. You will either live or you will die. It is that precise with the Most High. Something going on today with some stuff. I guess I'll have to check and see what's going on in the news tomorrow or something. I don't know. Whenever I can get to it. One day I was reading, and the word explosion came out. This was several years ago on my platform. And the word explosion came out. I literally turned the camera off. And I'm not somebody who really watches the news, but sometimes I'll hear God say turn it on, or he'll allow me to just be flipping on the phone and I'll see some news or something like that. But right after that reading, the word explosion came out. I turned the camera off and turned my TV on, and an explosion had just happened. It was real time. And you hope it don't lie. So I don't know what's going on. And then the last time I read for an earthquake, it was 5 days later that earthquake took place. So people better watch out what they're doing out here with people. You want to be perverse and you want to be some type of crazy thing, then God's going to remove you out of the earth like he says. Go ahead and be in denial, folks. Go ahead. Virgo, the letter S came out and the letter D. Something could be on an SD card because electronics just came out. Okay. South Dakota would be out here, or Dos. There's two people, or actually a Mexican man, woman, or child also came out. I think it was either the Taurus or the Gemini reading as well. This is a little plot around a relationship, and they're in some crazy mode with it. They're all jealous, and they got to go away in something that's going on. There's a new cycle today happening. You're just at the beginning stages of something that's going on, like God said. Okay? Whether it's around children or not. This is the sun and activity going on during the day. This is a genius rune as well. If you're genius, like I always say for upright people that are genius, we need your genius, and it comes from God. And if you're humble there, then thank you for being humble there. But the sun and the negative goes to pride, conceit, and ego. And if you think you're just so genius in something, you're a kook, really, because you have no morals and ethics. Some con artists is out here on some crap going on. It's excrement to God. It's also a victory rune and forcing energy. This is Suelo, is what it's called. It is my Hawaiian rune. So those of you who've got Hawaiian connections, or something's going on maybe by Hawaii, or maybe just talking to a Hawaiian person, I don't know, then it's out here. The S and the D came out, and I already put all the other cards up. The Hierophant, I think, was there, which is the letter H. Is what else came out? Anyway, anybody that you're dealing with, that's what came out for Virgo. Let's go on to the next house. The letter R also came out in that reading. All right, Libra. Welcome in, guys. You and the Cross Watcher. Let's see what's going on with your energy. Jehovah, what's going on with Libra? Let me light another stick here. Give me just a second. Thank you for the truth, Jehovah. Thank you for safety that only comes by you alone. These ashes just fell all over my table. Some people need to get into some sackcloth and ashes and to pray to the Most High God. You need to rip your heart, not your clothes. That's what I'm hearing. And be honest. Some people have come out today in denial really, really bad. It's a dangerous, dangerous thing. Every time I wear black, it's funny. All right, let's get started. What's going on with Libra, Jehovah? Send your anointing to destroy every yoke of bondage. Distance, you could be dealing with somebody from a distance to you. A divorce, ghosted. If you've ghosted somebody or somebody's ghosted you. Some of y'all have that today energy connection. A separation is on this card. And rumors and gossips and nosy energy is also around something with you all. And either you are going to apologize or you're not. And some people are trying to apologize in a very deceptive way. And they've got something up their sleeve in a really wicked way to do to somebody. Okay, so whatever that is, you really need to use your intuition. Arrogant energy has been out here, being rash in their actions, being insincere is out here. And if you do need to apologize, then and you're upright, then please just do it. Just do it. It would behoove you to do it. So this is about getting up and taking some action and it paying off for you. There's a bunch of money around some stuff, and the fraud rune is around some people's stuff. If you know information about somebody who's been looted on, that also came out really, really strong. Somebody's a con artist somewhere as well. Then the money is everywhere. It's all in the cabinets, on the table. It's everywhere. Somebody has been looted on. If there's third parties, and the word third parties come out in somebody else's reading as well. But this says to get up and take a chance in it paying off for you. Okay? So if you need to talk to somebody in all honesty, then you need to. So this is about learning information and stuff. This is just the scholar. You could be a teacher or a professor or something with the library, or you just like to study or something like that, and something's out here with that. Something very profitable for those of you who will do something positive if the money card represents just something being very profitable. But some type of wealthy energy is out here. So the Illuminate card jumps out in the reverse. So this is about having enlightenment and revealing the truth. It's in the reverse. Somebody is not going to reveal the truth, and they're just showing third parties out here and people just talking, gossiping about some stuff. Okay? If somebody is either separating from you or somebody's just from a distance from you, then people from a distance from you is talking about you, or you're involved in that group that keeps coming out. But somebody's not enlightened. There's some terms around something that's cost-worthy. It says working out, begging, negotiating something is here. Well, for some of you all, you are dealing with the crazy creep. They just want this money. It's already been looted on. Somebody begging. Somebody's desperate out here. They want somebody else's stuff. The Gemini reading said that somebody had entitlement to something that belonged to them. Whoever the person that got looted on, the bear, it just came out of the other deck in the Virgo reading. This is overbearing, jealous stuff. This is business. This is your parents, something connected with that, your home, things like that. Russia also would be here because it came out in wording. And there's a light-skinned gentleman for a clue to you all. Or that's you, or if you're not a light-skinned person, somebody light-skinned is around you. Either jealous, overbearing, having rumors. It could be your ex since divorce is out here, or somebody can get up and take some type of a chance. If they're not illuminated with the truth, and they're going to try to take some chance, that'd go in the reverse. They're trying to do something with all this money, ain't going to work out. Okay? This is somebody's partner attached to something. It could be your work partner. It could be any kind of military partner could be out here. Police partner, something like that could be out here showing itself. This is about being rational with something. Is what that card tells you to be rational. Okay? If nothing else. But there's a light-skinned gentleman's attached to something going on out here. Show me Libra. We have the Five of Pentacles hanging in the balance. Okay, well, there's a bunch of money attached to something going on. Somebody begging. There's some type of terms around something going on. Show me more information. If somebody's ghosted, that could be a ghosted card being thrown out, being separated and all that kind of stuff. Show me more information, please, for Libra. What do they need to know? If somebody's just getting up and taking a chance and they're begging on something, it's not going to work out. The Star in the reverse. This is something being exposed, because we did see the word exposed somewhere. This is the letter P that might be prevalent to you. This is somebody angry, bitter in the reverse. There's wormwood out here. This is, if I am dealing with a movie star or something kind of like that was in somebody else's reading. It's about having a new beginning to something. Somebody's begging, please give me a new beginning. Somebody's lost credibility somewhere on something that's known. This house goes back to the motto of I know. Somebody knows something because somebody's said something out here. They've gossiped, they've rumored about something. All that conversation card with all those people really showed up real strong in a couple of these readings. People are talking about things. Somebody ain't a happy camper. Somebody's jealous now or overbearing now, or somebody knows about this money with parents that's taking place. Aquarius energy is connected with you all for some of your cases with that star being here. Show me Libra. We have the Hermit. The Pet. We just had the Beast come out really strong, and the Dog has showed up really hard today as well. The P and the T is here. Or somebody got tipped off in something out here. The Hermit and the pictograph is storing things. Somebody's storing a lot of money out here. If somebody is trying to store a lot of money and somebody's not illuminated with what's going on, and somebody's doing something out of their jealousy for something, whether it's a soulmate or not. For some of y'all, it is a soulmate. It's connected with your parents or on your father's side of the family, came out in somebody else's reading. Or attached to business, somebody's fixing to get ghosted. If somebody knew about that and started gossiping on something that's taken place, then the Hermit represents storing some stuff. Somebody knows about this with the star being here. This is analyzing something that's also been signed. The Hermit can trace this back. I won't pick it all apart why it's here, but those of you who follow the channel know why it's here. About forging something on somebody else. Where all this money is. Somebody knows that. These secrets. The letter T is really strong out here. The filthy, dirty things go back to the Hermit as well. There's the King of Swords. If you're upright, then you are. His sword is down. Really thinking. This is about being logical. With that card out here, death is on something. Somebody does have some type of death issue. Okay? If your ex involved in something, then they're begging on something. They're jealous, overbearing on something. Something's very secretive. The death is also a secret card. Let's see this. It's transformative. There's inheritance around some of you all. With this death card being here. Somebody's investigated as well. This is an authority figure outside of your energy. This is FBI. Somebody real pierced. We have the groups of people card. Concerts. We had the word band also just came out in the Virgo reading. Virgo is also here as well as Scorpio energy connected with you. This is public stuff. People, they're gossiping. They know something out here. Okay? Came out about getting into unity with something out here. In the hidden space, people were being warned not to wrestle around with the judgment to go do some wicked with the multitude of people. They're here. That's a group card as well. Show me Libra. Somebody's in danger somewhere. So hidden intentions. Okay? At work. Just your partner, your co-workers out here. Those of you got rivalry with something, somebody knows some information out here. Out here, there could be cleaning, people who clean, a mop energy is out here. Somebody's overheard some stuff. Somebody got treachery, even around your home. Okay, whatever that represents for you, because the home just came out real strong. Like I said in the Gemini reading, if that's a Gemini for you, another air energy would be here. Even Aquarius shows up in your reading as well. Somebody's overbearing and some stuff. There's a bunch of money around, something going on. And secretly, somebody either was in unity or is trying to get somebody in unity out of their anger. With that star in the reverse is anger. So is the bear, like I said. And there's murder around something. Somebody's got treachery out here with your connection. Twins. Okay? Somebody's got so you got something that just looks alike here. Whatever that means for you, interpret it. If you're having rivalry with, if you are a twin, you came out of your mother's womb as a twin, the twin might be doing something to you. I don't know. Show me more information. A pimp is out here. Okay, well, we had the whoredom energy real strong today. And it says, as a dog returns to vomit, so a fool returns to folly. I just quoted that. Anyway, because all those dogs were there. There's a giant involved in something about somebody being turned off. You need to be turned off because somebody's trying to get somebody to get into unity. Okay? A single female is involved in something. That was real strong in the Leo connection. At the top of the deck, it says, all that devour Jacob, which is God's people, shall be devoured. It's a for sure word. So if you've devoured somebody in their money or where their home is connected or did something around sexual nonsense, this also goes back to your genitals. Somebody knows about this stuff. Okay? And if somebody's a giant, then somebody's done bestiality because the beast kept coming out today. And that'll take you to like Nephilim, giant, nasty mixture with God. Okay? All right. Anyway, so somebody was trying to touch a person of God. I think it was the Leo reading that came out real strong. It said, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. That came from God's mouth. So God's now saying, all they that devour Jacob, which are God's people, shall be devoured. It's a for sure word. So you better think about what you're doing here. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee, Jacob, shall be spoiled. All that prey upon thee shall be given for a prey. You better take off running, but God ain't gonna let you get away. Cray. Again, somebody trying to catch somebody up in something, whether you're a single female or not. Whoever's what. You also have a gentleman out here, so whoever's trying to do something to somebody ain't going to work out for the person who's not following after God. We fear no evil, even though there's danger around. We fear no evil. It's ridiculous, and somebody's a retard. A double. There's twins out here attached to something being confirmed. Okay? Yehovah Paulette. This tells us that he's going to deliver. He's going to allow somebody to escape. He's going to allow somebody to just be carried off safe and to slip out of something. Because that's how good Jehovah is. It says to have respect to persons is not good. Even for a piece of bread, that man will transgress. People do have respect to people. Oh, you know so-and-so? Okay, I'll go ahead and do this for you. Unless somebody's upright and righteous, we have respect for the truth. People that are in the truth. But you're not going to be biased here. You're just going to be in the truth. You're going to download what God wants you to do. We don't care if you're rich or poor. God tells us not to look at people that way. We look at fruit. We look at truth. There's somebody out here that's going to transgress even for a little piece of bread. You got a poor person out here as well with the Five of Pentacles. Something around bribery. People like to use poor people because they don't want to be in the scene, so they'll go get a poor person to do something wicked for them because they're desperate. But they don't have no integrity if they take the bribe in something. There's danger out here. It's ridiculous. You got sexual nonsense going. There's bloodshed out here. There is. Death is out here. Somebody got secrets with it. If you're not careful, that knife has come out. Somebody could be stabbed in the freaking heart. This is a legal rune, and you do have authority out here. Whether it's the FBI or not, because the death card goes back to that. King Swords also go back to authority, and you do have a professional person out here, and your partner's involved in something. Something very overbearing is going on. And there's bloodshed attached to this. But God says there's going to be a justice that's going to be assured. Also, I can pull out of here with the Degas. This is a letter M, but the D is in here. And that D just came out. I think it was the Virgo reading, and it has a meaning of a little plot around a relationship. It's got hidden intentions and treachery around it, and a bunch of people attached to whatever's being gossiped about the thing. There's a caution out here around you all. Okay, it's going to affect your home. Okay? The M and the D, the P is out here, the T came out. Let's go on to the next house. There is no protection outside of the Most High God, folks. You can battle up your horses all day long, but unless you're walking with the Creator, you are not protected. You are not protected. God says every little secret thing will come out. God's allowing people who have information even to sit around and talk about things that have to come out, because his word's not going to return void to him. For whatever reason why talking is going on, God's got a purpose for everything coming out, for why it is coming out. You don't just sit and just gossip just to be gossiping. You're just talking about your life situation, and maybe trying to get to the bottom of something. For other cases, I don't know what it's about. Some people will just sit around just to be doing it. I don't know what you're like, but anyway, something's being talked about. People know some stuff. If somebody was already murdered, and somebody knows that information is talking about it, somebody's going to go to jail for a murder. Let's go to the next house. Scorpio, welcome in. Welcome in, Cross Watcher, as well. I hope y'all are doing well. Show me Scorpio, Yehovah. What's going on with this energy? Okay. This wants to jump out. Paranoid. Okay? Or you don't need to be paranoid. Either direction. There is something legal that is jumping out here as well. All right, well. Okay, it wants to come out. Something legal. Somebody's either not paranoid or is paranoid. You know, there's tension that's also come out. Okay, well, somebody paranoid, real paranoid about something illegal going on, okay? Somebody from a distance from you, or your ex could be out here. There could be a divorce thing going on with this legal matter. A separation is written upon that card. We got worry out here. Paperwork is connected to some of your things. It's got some type of contractual thing to it. Maybe you're the lawyer. I don't know, but there's something. That legal rune just came out in the Libra reading. So somebody's a little swindler. They are, because in the Virgo reading it said a con artist was there. This is a thief. And we've seen the thief in the Gemini reading as well. Okay? Bad karma is coming. This is a bad karma card. Well, anyway, you know if you're guilty or not. You ain't escaping something. Whoever the freaks are doing some crap out here. You ain't escaping crap. My father's going to hunt you people down. I am so confident in Yehovah Elohim that we are living in the hour that the wicked are being removed. That's why things are coming out surprising to people. None of us get to escape that. There's the twin flame, really, really strong, just keeps coming out over and over again. There is wicked stuff around that energy we talk about all the time. Anyway, we just had the word double, the word twin came out. Now we got the twin flames. We also have the other twin flame card that came out somewhere else. Somebody's trying to escape something out here. All right, well, if somebody guilty, you ain't going to be able to escape this. This is bad karma. Bad karma coming. If there's a fire situation around some type of stupid thing going on, then there's showing fire. A fireman connection is out here. If somebody burned or somebody got red hair or something like that's also showing up, then something's out here attached to something. Somebody's a thief, a liar, a cheat. There's fraud. The fraud rune did come out. Somebody's trying to escape some legal thing out here. You ain't going to escape it. Blocking, pushing away, hiding. All right, I see somebody hiding behind a wall. Somebody was trying to avoid a conversation today because people are immature all over the world. Grown adults that act like children. It's been talked about on the platform for years. People won't face reality. They want to live in a fantasy land. And then when this stuff tries to go on, then they're all freaked out, and you're gonna face everything you do, and I'm gonna face everything that I do in this realm, folks. Show me Scorpio. Hidden intentions. We just seen that out of a totally different deck in the Virgo reading, or excuse me, in the Libra reading. There is investigations going on. Something about Fox News could be on somebody's situation as well. I didn't word that right, but you know what I mean. But this is treachery going on, folks. Okay. Finances, something by water for some of you all. A school could be involved in some, since we see a school of fishes. It's also about independence. The word independence might be prevalent if you live in Kansas City. That very well could be the case here. Anyway, somebody's going to get a victory in something, though, that is going on for those of you who are in the upright. Show me Scorpio. Somebody getting to the bottom of something here. This is a guilty card with that swindler. They're trying to escape. They ain't going to escape. Show me more information for Scorpio. Thank you. We have the Ten of Cups. So it's emotional and happy. We see 5 cups in the reverse and 5 cups upright. It could go either way. So it's emotional out here. 3 of Pentacles is a third party card, and the word third party came out. So there's something going on in a really bad way on somebody legally out here with Scorpio connections. And those of you who are going to get a fulfillment in your emotions with something that's happened to you, then God's going to give you something very positive in a victory where a third party has done some crap out here. Show me Scorpio. What else do they need to know? So this is about this come out crossing. This is about getting your self-control to move the chariot for a victory. So something's hanging in the balance in a very legal way around some con artist, and somebody can get the bad karma on it, and somebody else is going to get a victory because somebody had treachery around something that's taken place. If somebody traveled by water attached to something, they tried to escape something, and because we've seen death also today, and something's out here with that energy going on, and somebody's stressed out because somebody's got jail before them. The King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Show me more information. So contracts, paperwork, being at a crossroad, making a decision is around you all. And it's about being giving, or somebody's fixing to get a payout. 6 of Pentacles can represent that as well. Or a bribe is also around somebody. Somebody in the law is connected to something where bribery is trying to go down as well. People are going to overhear something with you. Trying to be some type of kook around the matter. Give me just a second. What's in the hidden space? So somebody's trying to make some decisions, or you are. What's in the hidden space? Cupid is out here. Well, somebody's just like you. If we just want to look at it that way, then somebody is, okay? says love is in the air. Now, for some of you all, this is a little plot around a relationship trying to go on. Okay? And somebody's at a crossroad about making these decisions about the bribe. There's the magician to manipulate something. Okay? They want somebody to put their walls down, or they did, and something's come out of that in treachery. Okay? So whatever the timeline is, it's a plot around a relationship going on. And as soon as somebody puts their little walls down, they've got plans to murder somebody, or they did it, and now there's jail around it. Okay? There's bad karma around this thing, whoever the swindler is. What's in the hidden space for Scorpio? Ain't going to work out for the wicked. Show me, Scorpio, Yehovah, what do they need to know in the hidden space? We command for the truth to come to the surface. So the link, it came out, it started to come out in the upright, and then it went down in the reverse. So the link, okay? The electronics for some of you all, there's some link that's got something legal around it. Okay, for some of you all. This came out in the reverse. So whether there's a yes or a no, it came out both ways. Something's hanging in the balance with this victory. So either somebody is going to say yes or no to something. To either link up, or something with the internet is out here, or something somebody's done for thievery with money, because fraud is attached to it, with this hidden intentions with that link, however you want to interpret it. If something was pulled by a chain, I think Gemini energies had chain-like energies that were coming out there to pull like a vehicle or something with a chain or something. I don't know why that's coming through. Somebody's at a crossroad about making a decision to say yes or no to something. So I'll just put these in the crossing because they came out both ways. Somebody's guilty for something out here with your energy, Scorpio. It's a legal guilty something. Change is going to occur underneath that. Whatever the verdict is going to be, God already said that justice was going to be assured for somebody. That legal room just came out in the Libra energy. Show me, Scorpio, please. What kind of words do you want to bring out, Yehovah, for Scorpio? Pick through my hands. Emotional problems. I think that was in the Virgo reading. Well, somebody's stressed out, paranoid, worried, okay? Insecure, guarded, because somebody knows they're freaking guilty for something. They know this bad karma for some people. That the execution came out the other day. Somebody got execution on them for what they've done. You reap what you sow, murderers. A cab driver is connected to something going on. It's in the hidden space with the Chariot. Third party was connected. So yesterday when I read for the general, we had an IT worker being mischievous on the app that came out. Anyway, you need to contact your family, or something's around somebody that wouldn't contact their family, or you're being told contact your family right now. Whatever that means for you. Don't fear. Okay, those of you in the upright, you're going to get a victory. Somebody's guilty. Somebody knows somebody's guilty for some crap out here, for their treachery. Even out these scales, they're going to get evened out. With your family, with whatever's going on. Okay? Also, shoes. Going somewhere. Somebody's shoes is going to the court of law for something. I don't know what that means. You interpret it. Maybe you got a lot of shoes. I don't know. A change in mood. There is a change out here attached to underneath that guilty card. Something fixing to change. Okay? Something about somebody missing you, but there's a wolf out here attached to something. There is. The fox card is treachery. Somebody ain't who you think they are. Don't be gullible. The word gullible is here. Or if somebody was gullible, then something went real wrong. And somebody going to get a legal victory in something that they deserve justice for. Somebody else get bad karma for it. Show me, Scorpio, Yehovah. What do you want to bring out? Thank you. A damage is out here. Yeah, these cards aren't supposed to be in here, so the beast wants to show up and the cruelty was there. That already showed up in somebody else's reading. It says that there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Jehovah. It says that the horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of Jehovah. I just quoted this, and Jehovah wants somebody to know that. It was coming out of my spirit. You can do whatever you want, thugs. But you ain't getting no counsel from God. You're a dud. You got bad karma coming to you. You need to even out these scales, or because you wouldn't, you're guilty for some stuff. Somebody's a freaking thug out here. It says that Jehovah's revealing that somebody's caught for sleeping with the enemy. Okay, well, some whore and pimp was there just a minute ago. There's the victory. That uninspired card was caught up in this deck, so that was that other card that I couldn't find when I was looking through. Give me just a second. We're going to take a rune. You have the letter Z. I think that's the only letter that came out in your reading. So those of you who have Z connections, whether you're upright or not, that's the only letter that came out so far. Out of the runes, you have the X. And somebody's X is involved in something. But this is actually the letter N. It just looks like an X. So the Z, the N, and an X is out here. There's somebody in rebellion, folks. And that's why they're a thug. And there's going to be justice on something. And they're literally going to go to hell. There's bad karma on some. I feel like somebody got burned. Like in a fire. Or two people did, or I don't know what that means. But somebody's dealing with the fire issue. Or somebody's got bright red hair, keeps coming out as well through my spirit to look at that. But I feel like somebody got burned in a fire somewhere. In something. It's really hitting me that way. Somebody don't give a rip about nothing. They're in rebellion is what this rune represents. It's apathy. It is a rebellion rune. It's also somebody's got the search for their necessities and somebody don't care. Or we don't care that some wicked person's out here is going to have to search for their necessities. God don't care about it either. He says right there in the Word of God, people just go on by and they reproach their Maker, and when that turns up on them, they're going to cry out to God, and God's just going to let them sit there the same way they did to somebody else. Okay? So whatever that means, because he already brought the poor energy out here, I think in the Libra reading possibly, but somebody is in rebellion out here. They don't give a rip about nothing. Those are the letters. That's why there's bad karma coming. They're guilty. Somebody guilty for some crap that they did. The scales will be evened out. Somebody will get a victory for something that has been unjust and abominable to God. All right, let's go on to the next house. Give me just a second. I just split that deck and the X just came through. Somebody's X comes out of my platform for years. People got X problems. All right. All right, Sagittarius, welcome in, guys, or the cross watcher. Let's see what's going on with your energy. Let's tell what's going on with Sagittarius energy with the people born in this sign or the cross watcher for any of these readings. We thank you for the information that you've already brought out and the justice that you're going to give to people. Show me Sagittarius energy, Jehovah. We have anticipation. It says to embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It's coming, it says. Those of you in the upright, it's coming. Those of you who have somebody around a connection, whether it's a third party, there's a little plot trying to go on around a third party. Okay? Somebody trying to bring somebody in your life to be a little plot. There's hopelessness around some of you all. This is loss, depression, and suicide. It ain't good. If somebody already did commit suicide, I send you love and life. You're dealing with that. Is it around some love situation? I guess it is. Somebody's feeling hopeless out here or is not anticipating something. Underneath that hopeless card is the consequence card around games and bad choices and mixed signals going on. Somebody playing games with somebody's heart out here. That's why, you know, somebody's guilty. God's going to knock some people down to the ground playing games. Going to try to set somebody up, play a little game with somebody around a relationship. That's crazy. If you've been in this depression mode, something's going to come up and be okay for you because God said so. Somebody's going to get in trouble for something that they've done. If you need to get up and do something, this is positive actually what's coming. If somebody's depressed because you're getting some type of victory in something for upright purposes, then they are literally, I guess, on the verge of even killing themselves. They need God, or they can't find God, or wouldn't, I don't know. This is about getting up and taking some action. Something's going to pay off for you, and it's positive. Those of you who've been down in the dumps for a long time, if you'll just release something's going to come up for you and be positive for you. Some people just don't want to go to jail for some stuff. It's dumb. This life is temporal, folks. The afterlife is eternity. We already had the eternity rune come out as well. You do what you want. You go ahead and lose your soul in this realm and the next. That's your choice. Some people can't help themselves because they're just karmic. They're already ate up with devils. There's terms. This came out in the Libra reading. Somebody was begging, and there was a bunch of money around some stuff. And some people were just crying over all this freaking money that they've stolen. The past. Okay, well, somebody did commit suicide in the past. I send you love and light. Something's still going on with that energy even today. Whatever that is, it's coming out. Show me Sagittarius. Somebody's at a crossroads. And this is about making a decision. What do I do? What are my alternatives? How do I escape something? It's a plot card. Okay? And there's a love situation. Look, those of you who got all up in here and agreed to be a little plot around a relationship, you better figure out a way to escape that thing and get up and tell on somebody. Because somebody's out for murder somewhere in their jealousy or because they stole something, they don't want nobody to know it. And there's legal matters just around things. This shows a plot around a relationship. Somebody playing with somebody's emotions out here. Or did, and somebody killed themselves over it or got killed over it. This is jealousy underneath that overbearing nonsense going on. Show me Sagittarius. It's dumb. So there's messages coming in the reverse around you all. All right, you can't trust this nonsense. Stupidest. If you know something about this, you better get up and say something. Okay? This is plots, contracts, being at a crossroad. The crossroad card is here. Let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. I overheard somebody the other day talking about something spiritual about crossroads that I've never heard. And there's something to do with like witchcraft people and the occult with this energy. It's some type of I didn't hear all that she said, but it's some type of a ritual thing that they've done. They call it crossroads. And it has to do with something demonic in the occult. Okay? It's if you deal with that type of energy, then that cross came out in the reverse in somebody else's reading today. You're dealing with somebody very wicked out here. Okay? For those of you dealing with that stuff. Greed. Not opening up, or somebody's got grudges, doing some crap in some type of nonsense to play with somebody out here. It ain't going to work out for you. Or it didn't work out. You're going to pay for something you freaking did out here, fools. Or you're trying to do. Something because of the past is attached to something out here. It says, this terms card says negotiating and begging and working something out. But there's a plot around this. That you can't, that somebody's got money around it. Or if you are trying to work something out, they're the third party trying to do something around it. to bring somebody in up on it because they ate up with jealousy attached to something with it. Show me us. God said not to worry. We're not going to worry you, Jehovah. We're going to take your word. Juggling back and forth. What do I do? Something at work. You know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. You're going to get killed right back. This work or working on something. It's ridiculous. 5 of Swords is out here. Somebody can get defeated out here. We fear no evil. Whatever happens with us, God's already predestined stuff for us. He's going to catch somebody up in some crap out here. Somebody going back and forth making some decisions on some stuff around somebody's stupid little message with here's a little piece of money to go do something and plot some crap. Or they already did in the past and now they're all like, oh my God, because they know some judgment from God Almighty is coming for them. Show me Sagittarius, Yehovah. The terms are you live or die by the truth. So this somebody of importance, maybe at your work, could be a boss figure, whoever it is. Somebody of importance in the hidden space. If they got integrity, then they do. They're in the hidden space around something. Hold on a minute. Show me Sagittarius. Somebody is stubborn here in your energy. They a fool. They're a downright freaking fool. The cross is in the hidden space, or that church. I don't know if it's upright or not, but those of you who are in the upright, God's got this. Somebody signed something. The top takes you to a signature of something. Some type of a covenant is around a matter. It's about your morals and your ethics. Something is a burden attached to something. And somebody you went to church with is involved in something. Then they are. Those of you who go to churches and things like that. But that's in the hidden space. This could be somebody's pastor involved in something in the hidden space as well. But all that with the cross. You also have a yes in the hidden space. Somebody saying yes to something. Okay? Well, those of you in the upright, something's going to come up anyway for positive purposes for you. In a moment, something's going to change out here. There's the karmic. Look, somebody's a con artist around you. Somebody ain't who you think they are. Somebody's a third party attached to something. They're very jealous and ate up with maggots. They're overbearing, and if it is a work matter, because the 8 of Pentacles is work, so is the Bear card. Somebody's a cuckoo out here. Ate up with it. If you think somebody's your friend, there's same sex, nasty stuff also going on out here attached to something as well. But this is karmic, and this person, it came up in the upright, whether or not, somebody better turn from some crap out here that they're trying to do. Plotting crap. If somebody's saying yes to something, you just got duped. They're begging on some crap out here. Stupidness. Whatever. Somebody playing with your heartstrings. Show me Sagittarius, Yehovah. And Aries is attached to this. And a Capricorn is attached to this. Okay. As those of you in the upright, like I said, whatever's going on with this, or if this was the past for you, it's also foretelling people doing things in the future. Okay, as well. Something's going to be positive. It says your end's going to be better than your beginning ever was. God's going to give you a victory. Those of you in the upright, whoever plotted some crap, I guess he'll let them go out into eternity and knock their head off on something. Because he said today somebody was under a big fat judgment and they're left in the wanting. And that they were divided and God didn't want nothing to do with that person no more. So whoever's who in the upright, then you got something positive. I don't care how overbearing somebody is or not.
I don't care what they're plotting or not. God is for us and not against us. Our end is going to be better than our beginning ever was. There's an eyewitness to some stuff going on. Somebody knows some stuff. That's why it says somebody knows something. If you'll get up and you'll do something, there's money. There's all that money right there. Yeah, it is out here. If you'll get up and do something, it'll pay off for you in something positive, and God will reward you. Somebody says, I'm tired of waiting. Okay, well, somebody can say, yes, I guess so. They're going back and forth, back and forth. In the now, somebody else had the today energy that was there. So Two of Pentacles, if somebody's been back and forth about making these decisions, and this, whoever this crazy is, that's really a con artist. You think somebody's your friend at work, they ain't. Somebody's tired of waiting. But there's an eyewitness on something going on this. Somebody's going to be totally, I don't know, damaged. Look, gullible. Somebody's saying yes, some freak out here. There's going to be damage. Or in the past there was. Somebody knows some information and God's going to let something come out. A change in mood. Okay, well, if somebody is going to say yes or was going to say yes, maybe they'll say no. I don't know. I really hope I'm catching you before you make a bad choice out here. It's going to cost you something if you don't do what's right. I don't care how challenging something is. I just heard somebody say it's challenging. I don't care how challenging it is. God requires us to do upright things. We don't fear man, we fear God. God says those who lean on the arm of the flesh are cursed. It says the ditch, the whore, the strange woman. Okay, well, anyway, the pimp also came out today. That's a pimp then. Is somebody going to say yes and do something, hey, physically exchange, don't got no money, but I can do some sex with you. It's something crazy around it. Whatever the crap it is, there's a ditch and a whore and a strange woman. It says to the law of God and to the testimony. If they speak not according to that word, there is no light on the inside of them. That's why God said in the Aries reading, you're going to know who's who when they open their mouth. Somebody going, I'm tired of waiting. Yes or no. They don't have no morals and ethics and they're trying to touch somebody who does because God already said you don't touch my people. You're screwed. Somebody already is screwed or already did that in the past and they lost their soul and they committed a suicide over it. And if you're sitting in the balance here today and you're thinking about killing yourself, you're going out into eternity and you're going to be stuck somewhere. You're not going to be able to come back here and fix something that you should have. So you better straighten up your britches, get in the mirror and say, God help me. And you shall live and not die. Killing yourself ain't the answer. Nobody, I don't care who's been playing with somebody's heartstrings, nobody's worthy of taking your soul or your life. Whatever. Anyway, somebody keeps the way of God out here. God's on our side, not the crazies. It says to do justice and judgment is more acceptable to Jehovah than sacrifice. That's right. I don't care how sacrificial it is to us. For us to keep the law of God is more just before his eyes than something's going to be sacrificial. Somebody's doing something to God's people, he ain't going to have it. It says, better is the poor that walks in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. And somebody's tired of waiting, or this ditch is tired of waiting because they want somebody to go do something around somebody that they're jealous over, or the money that they've stolen, or some death that took place and whatever they got caught up with. But I don't care. I'll sit poor and have my integrity and sit here and be perverse in my lips and miss heaven with God. You go ahead and jump in bed with the slut. It's crazy. You don't know there's death at her house. Somebody's already done this and they're hopeless now. Okay? God, I just put this up. There's consequences around the stuff. God said you don't know that there's death at her house. Somebody's saying yes out here. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge is what God says. Destroyed is the word. We had somebody, it had the shattered card everywhere. Because that stuff does that to your soul. Show me Sagittarius. This is, what is this? The letter O. Okay, this is about money and stuff. Okay, this is also inheritances around some things. It's also a joy rune. Whoever's going to do what's right, get up, take a chance, going to pay off for you, and your end's going to be better than your beginning ever was, because somebody's got evidence to something going on somewhere. And you going to take a bribe for a piece of money, or you going to let God reward you with something that if you do what's right for somebody, somebody say, I want to thank you for what you did for me. You have no idea. And this keeps you out of jail when you do something upright. The ditch is going to take you to hell. Do whatever you got to do. The O is also a 0, which is the fool. And a fool come back and eat some vomit. There's consequences around eating this vomit. Stupidness. Could be from an O state. You also have the T out here. You have the Aries and the Capricorn also come out in this reading. Hold on a minute. I don't know why I want to put that card deck on this other card deck. It ain't even the same size, but I always want to put it on there. What else came out? I think those were the only letters. The letter A, 2 A connections could be out here, and the letter Q shows itself as well. Those of you got Russia connections, Russia also could take you back to that bear. All right, let's go on to the next reading here. Thank you. Hold on. All right, Capricorn, welcome in. I hope that you all are doing well. Welcome back if you're returning back. Those of you who are cross watchers, welcome in. Show me Capricorn. So y'all just came out in the Sagittarius reading and wording. If you did not catch that reading, you might want to hop over there and do that. These will be time stamped, guys. Those of you who are on the in the live with me right now. I apologize for not time stamping yesterday's readings. Show me Capricorn, Yehovah. We have, so if somebody's going to stop running, then good. The running card came out in the reverse. Or somebody may be getting caught. We also had a fugitive come out somewhere as well. Somebody has been pursuing somebody or on a hot pursuit here lately on the platform. It says escape, denial, excuses. And so if somebody's going to face it, you're going to face it. If you're not, then somebody's really running. Maybe real secretly, if I want to take that and read it in a different way. The masculine is out here attached to something going on. Okay, masculine and feminine energy is out here attached to something. If you're not going to run from something, then it looks good. If you are, something with a couple is out here around something. So this card keeps showing itself, getting up and taking action and it paying off for you. Okay, all this money is around something. If somebody's secretly running with another person, a male and female energy is out here, then they've got a lot of money attached to something that's going on with it. If somebody knows that information, because eyewitness just came out in the Sagittarius reading, then somebody was told to get up with this card and take some action. It was going to pay off. And somebody's end was going to be better than their beginning ever was. And so whatever that is, if you're going to get up and do something right, God's going to give you a great payout on something. There's a bunch of money attached to some stuff. Somebody's going to get some justice for something that's taking place. Somebody has entitlement to some things, folks, that belong to them. Show me Capricorn. Lust. Okay, well, this masculine looks kind of like a lustful card. It says forbidden fruit, non-committal, sexual energy, and tragedy is out here. This also would be showing a wreck. Or somebody got pregnant out of something out here. Okay? And somebody got pregnant with the other person, then something's out here with that. However you want to read it, but lust is around something going on and a bunch of money. The pimp has come out and the whore has come out just a second ago in Sagittarius reading as well. And somebody wanted somebody to go do something. Okay? It says ravenous uncontrollable desires and appetites for sex. Lust is out here attached to your energy. There's God just said this, for some of y'all, this represents a threesome going on. It's nasty. Anyway, it's forbidden. Something forbidden out here. It says an appetite for sex, hunger for pleasure, insatiable energy is out here. Hopefully you're not going to run from this and you're going to face the mirror on something. You're going to get up and do what's right, and it can pay off for you in the end of something. I don't know. Somebody's work partner could be involved with this. Says to be, this is the masculine out here with you all. Work has come out for some of you all. Otherwise, this is you having to be logical about something that's going on with the matter. Stars or knowledge or using your intuition or exposed things have come out all day today. People know some stuff, and there's an eyewitness to something going on with lustful, nasty stuff with either the male or the female, or the same sex for some of you all. It's a bunch of money around some things. Somebody's partner is involved in something with it. Those of you got partners. Page of Wands is a good news card if it's in the upright. It's mischievous in the reverse. Okay, those of you going to get up and take some type of action, it's going to pay off for you. Shows so. Getting up, taking action, and it paying off for you. It was showing that way in, I think it was a Sagittarius reading. There's messages coming around you all, or you need to give the message. Show more information here. The Seven of Pentacles, waiting. Somebody just said in the Sagittarius reading, I'm tired of waiting. But the message was in the reverse, and somebody was in the upright, and somebody was gullible, or is gullible and saying yes to something that they shouldn't. This is an investment. Somebody's picking a little bit here or there. There's a bunch of money out here. This is an investment card. Somebody wants to secretly run away and try to escape something. May God wreck their vehicle. Because somebody's a fugitive somewhere. This is you reap what you sow when the Seven of Pentacles also come out. Okay, there's the Pentacle again. There's contract around something. That's 8 Pentacles. That is work. There's the bribe or giving or the payout of something. If you're on the upright, if you're eyewitness of something, you've got good news. This has a meaning of a favorable testimony. So we had court and stuff come out today. So if you got a favorable testimony, somebody's going to get a good payout for doing what's correct out here. And somebody's going to get rewarded for that. For others of you, that's the bribe. And somebody's manipulating something out here. Piercing and heartbreaking stuff. Because something's a challenge to somebody. Life is a challenge, folks. Show me Capricorn. Or the cross watcher. Or whoever's in this energy. Hold on. Thank you. The pathway. What path are you going to take? Life or death? My God. Been talked about all day today. Life or death. There is death around something, or somebody going to die if you make the wrong choice. Secrets, sex, money, property, taxes, FBI with the death card. It's in the hidden space. Show me Capricorn in the hidden space. Thank you. Recognition in the reverse. So it says that the universe will help you recognize signs and miracles, but it's in the reverse. Somebody's already a lost cause somewhere because they are in this forbidden sexual tragedy that's going on, and God's not going to lead somebody because he already said he cut somebody off today. For whoever got that judgment, it's in the reverse. They have no recognition of anything. They're on a path of death. This came out in the reverse. They ain't going nowhere. They think they're running for all this freaking money. Somebody in somebody else's reading had bad karma coming to them. You ain't going to escape it. Somebody ain't going to escape it. You're gullible. You can take this bribe. It's going to kill you. Expectation at the bottom of the deck. Anyway, for that money, it's all over the place. It's showing it right here. Somebody giving some money to do something. whether for positive or negative purposes. If you've got information on something as an eyewitness to something, you're going to say something, then it's going to pay out for you to get some freaking ditch out of your way. Deal with wicked people. There's a damage going on out here, or you're going to be damaged if you don't do what's right. I just heard somebody's really gross. Show me Capricorn. You will damage the enemy if you get up and do what's right. Somebody's an antichrist. So that cross came out in the reverse in somebody else's reading. The zoo, take you to the beast energy. Okay? It's ridiculous. It says the ex, somebody's ex is using kids for information, so beware. It says the upright shall dwell in the land. So if you're not upright, you are not going to dwell in the land. You will die. Somebody's dead here. The upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked transgressor shall be rooted out of it. Show me Capricorn. The battle belongs to Jehovah. A comedy show connection. Somebody may be wanting you to go to a comedy show. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking to a comic. I don't know. We got people that'll mock at people as well. There will be a court trial. And a singer came out as well. Okay, it's not funny anymore, folks. If you thought something was funny, because somebody, again, comedy show, God's going to get his point across. Somebody knows some information out here around some unforbidden stuff. It's a tragedy. It's damaging, and it ain't funny. If you thought something was funny, it's not funny, because somebody's soul is on the line. There was suicide that just was in the Sagittarius reading. That ain't funny. Somebody's soul for eternity is on the line, folks. An earth sign in the reverse. Okay, if that's you or you're dealing with another, it keeps coming out in the reverse today. No matter what I do with this card, it keeps coming out in the reverse. Somebody's an antichrist. And if you are upright earth sign, then it's showing somebody around you is not. Anyway, a specific earth sign, whether it's a Capricorn or a Virgo or a Taurus energy. Okay, an upright leader also came out in the reverse. Okay, so you have, this is why, because it came out today. That leadership is being judged. Mene, tekel, you foreseen. You're hung in the balance. God has numbered your kingdom and you're finished. That's why they ain't going nowhere. They ain't upright. Somebody ain't upright. So if you are an upright leader, you can take care of somebody, then you are. It says hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when the desire comes, it's a tree of life. Somebody's been waiting. The Seven of Pentacles is waiting for justice. And God is going to take somebody out in a leadership that is crazy to him. Okay? So anyway, some of us have been waiting a long time. Okay? Music and talent. We had the band to come out somewhere else as well. It ain't funny anymore. It says to do justice and judgment is more acceptable to Jehovah than sacrifice. I'm sorry if something's sacrificial to you. You will lose your soul if you don't do justice and judgment. Your soul's on the line, and nobody's going to stand before that courtroom of God on the day that you're called up before the Creator. You know some stuff, folks, and it's time to release those chains that people have brought you into to hold you back on their crap that they're going to have to take a judgment on. Be blessed or die. Show me Capricorn. I just won't be moved by man. I don't care what I face in this realm. I've went through some really hellish stuff this last few years. I won't be moved by it. I already know there's wicked people out there. I've dealt with them real harsh. FBI is out here attached to somebody is investigated on some stuff. There's a clarity of some mystery. Something behind closed doors. It's very lustful and nasty. It's a tragedy of what this is connected with. Okay? Your partner's connected with it. Okay? behind closed doors. A hospital connection is out here. And the word throw, fear, river, throwing the finger to show a direction, how to walk or to live. That's a prophet energy. And the Most High said, you don't touch my anointed, you do my prophets no harm. His sons and his daughters, we prophesy. Okay? And anyway, somebody's going to really pay for it hard, returning to source out here. Somebody's afraid of walking upright. Or you are going to turn and do what's right. I don't know who I'm talking to. Hopefully I'm talking to those of you who are going to do what's right. But somebody's already lost their soul and they're not even worthy to be. There's some type of leadership they're not even worthy to be around. They're going to die. God's got a death sentence on somebody. The letter R is coming out. Okay, so whether it's positive or negative for you for any given reason, it's out here. This is the Raito. It sounds like the radio. We got talent and we've got singing energy out here as well, just to bring it in that way. This is a removal and you're going to cooperate. Okay, well, somebody's going to cooperate, and guess so. Somebody's going to be removed. I guess they are. The letter R. That's a judgment in the tarot deck. It goes to the judgment card. FBI is on something here. Somebody's investigated for some death matter. Returning to source. It's in the hidden space. There's damage out here. Real bad. Those of you who've got exes and you've got children with your exes, they're probing with those children to get some type of information. Maybe that's upright for an ex to do that if there's danger around their children as well. So it could go either way, really. But those of you who just got somebody that's very vindictive in something and you don't get along with your ex, they're doing something out here around the matter, because I've seen that jealousy card keep coming out as well. All right, let's go on. We just got 2 more houses to do. This has been very intense energy today. Okay, Aquarius, welcome in. I hope that y'all are doing well. Welcome back. And Crosswatcher, welcome as well. Show me Aquarius. Okay, bitter and angry. The word closure is here. Somebody's angry because they fell fast in some matter. And the word voids came out. It says avoid rushing to fill voids. With love, seek inner fulfillment first. But somebody fell fast and now they're angry, and somebody was playing with somebody's heartstrings. I think it was a Sagittarius reading. There's some type of closure going on. The word intimacy is underneath that as well. Somebody's got angry, petty stuff all over them with that salty card. Show me Aquarius. That's dangerous energy, folks. If you don't pull out of it and release something to God, you will lose your soul to the pit of hell. Show me Aquarius. This card keeps coming up today. It's real popular on the platform today. Get up and take some action. Or somebody might be real mad that somebody is going to get up and take some action, or that they did in a matter. Underneath that is maybe you're learning information. Okay, something is, either you're a fireman or something's with bad karma on somebody, and somebody can get mad. Somebody is going to get up and take a chance. It's going to pay off for them, and bad karma's coming on whoever the creeps are today. Whoever the creeps are today. If you're dealing with a teacher, then you are, or a professor, or that's my library card, or you just like to study on some stuff, and somebody knows some information. But there's bad karma coming to some people, folks. Show me Aquarius. The ego is in the way, I guess. It's a devil card. Arrogance, having too much pride, being stubborn and holding back. It's going to cost your soul. Guess you don't care about your soul. A coffee date is out here, or meeting up or planning something. Dating multiple people is out here, and discussions have been going on all day on the platform. We've been getting all the cards with people communicating about stuff. Show me Aquarius. Aquarius energy in the reverse is a grudge holder. It's really bad energy. Flattery, or if there's something, look, for some of you all, this little coffee date is a little plot around a relationship because somebody's angry. And they're trying to avoid bad karma, but they'll never, ever avoid it. Because God's got his word on something with some people. Okay? So anyway, if this about apologizing, your ego's in the way and you won't let go of something, I guess not. You got bad karma coming. Okay? All right. This is flattery as well. Death is around something. For some of you all, somebody wants you to let your guards down because they want to murder you. It really was just showing real heavy in the other reading, showing so. There's a fugitive. Somebody's dealing with the fugitive somewhere. Something's around a death matter already, and something's around that. Show me Aquarius. Somebody got ego in the way. Something happened with it. I guess so. Work matters. Or working on something. Somebody's got secrets out here. Or the ex is involved in something. It just said in the Capricorn reading somebody's ex was trying to use the kids for information. 9 of Wands. Okay, this is a wounded warrior pushing through, or it is a mental problem person. Her energy in the reverse, Queen of Swords, is a mental person. Okay, a habitual freaking liar and everything else. If somebody won't work on something, they won't. The Justice is out here. And she is, if you're dealing with the law, they are out here. Both these go back to that. Now, we also have a bad official that's a maladministration somewhere. It just came out in the Capricorn reading as well. God just put that meanie tickle you foreseen on him. Show me Aquarius. Secret society is out here attached to this, and that's why there's craziness to it. We already know about that secret society. They're nuts. A female relative out here with your energy, whether they are air sign or a Libra or that's you showing up. Somebody's female relative is dealing with the secret society. Either they're in it or that secret society is doing something, maybe around their work, attached to a matter. The law is out here around something with it, though. There's death and bribes for it. The ego card is the devil card. That's a murderer. There's bad karma coming because somebody's crazy. But somebody got eyewitness to something that's going on with this card all day, saying to get up and take a chance on something that's going to pay off for you. We ain't afraid of wicked people. God tells us not to fear them. The wicked will do wickedly all day long, but the righteous will do exploits. Alone is around something. Well, all that money showed up today. A songwriter connection. Well, we just had all that music and band energy come out as well. Somebody's a commandment keeper involved in something. Hey, brother or sister. Thank you for keeping the commandment of God. It is our duty. Thank you, Uva. Show me more information for Aquarius. God has just said over and over, you don't touch my people. Somebody is trying to touch people of God. They're kooks. That's why the mental illness card is out here. They're kooks. Having compassion somewhere. Thank you for having compassion, because people that follow God, we will have compassion. We'll be straightforward, but we'll have compassion. Show me Aquarius. What do they need to know? There's a positive force at work, so just relax, it says. There is something positive. A choking. Somebody could have choked, either working on choking somebody at somebody's work, or somebody you work with jumped up on the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody got secrets with it. If that was past energy, and then because the death is here, something about a choking is out here. Okay? Somebody secretly left somebody some money in their will. And somebody's looking for that person to give it to them, or somebody knows about it and they want to choke for it, or they died that way and they just had a will. I don't know. You interpret it. Paperwork is attached to some stuff. Yes, paperwork it came out in a totally different deck as well, in the legal matter thing, in some legal matter that was going on in somebody else's reading. Show me Aquarius. Some of y'all got money coming to you and somebody's looking for you. Or the cross watcher, whoever that is, somebody angry about something with it. Okay? Government is out here. The Most High is bringing his name, Yehovah Palet, which means he's going to deliver somebody out of something. If somebody's trying to choke you, or you're the one trying to choke somebody, you freak, God's going to deliver his people. Because somebody's a commandment keeper out here. It says that they're going to be carried away safe. They're just going to slip out of something because that's how good God is to us. It says that a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. And somebody, if this great person is in some leadership and they're backwards, because it just showed up in the Capricorn reading, then that bribe was also there. And somebody had some big bribe out of some secret society, and they just thought they were going to bring it up towards somebody. It made room for them. They lost their soul out of the deal. Or you're going to lose your soul out of the deal. Somebody's like, I'm tired of waiting. What are you going to do? In the Sagittarius reading as well. And so however the time frame's going, God's going to deliver somebody out of some nonsense going on. It says that favor is deceitful. Beauty beauty is vain. But a woman that fears Jehovah shall be praised. Okay? You got a female relative out here, those who are in the upright, attached to something that is a commandment keeper, they love Jehovah. They ain't moved by looks or anything but the word of Jehovah. To all you women who keep the way of God, you are worthy to be praised, saith Jehovah. Thank you for being that way in the earth. You're beautiful. Show me Aquarius. Show me Aquarius. So we have the gift in the reverse. Hold on. These all came out in the reverse. We have that woman is also in the reverse. There's two women here. Okay. You have an older woman in the reverse in your hidden space. Because there's perverseness going on with two women as well. Oh, yeah. The other one is here. A main female is also here in the reverse. Whoever she is, she came out in the tarot for you all as well. And then a female relative. She either is also doing a choking with this secret society, or whoever's who. Some woman is vain in the hidden space, don't keep the ways of God, and are doing some crap out here, or did do some stuff where paperwork was concerned, even with songwriting energy. Something illegal is around it, with the karma card coming out with the justice. And God's going to make somebody reap what they sow. So if they did a choking, he ain't going to be mocked by nobody. They'll be choked right back, I guess. Somebody else is going to be delivered out of something. Somebody's going to be shipwrecked in something out here. Maybe they were. Here's all that money in the reverse. Somebody's gift made room for him, but somebody's karmic out here in something going on. And then the gift card, it's in the reverse. Somebody used a bribe, or is trying to use this flattery, this bribery for this death matter, or did. Somebody gonna pop up. There's a pop-up lover here. Gonna get you in trouble. These two women also have forbidden homosexual things going on between them for some people's cases, because it was showing up really strong in the Aries reading as well. Whoever's who. Aquarius, you have the letter P coming out, and you have the letter R coming out. And the R and the P make phonics for a rope. There's a choke out here. This is gambling, or winnings from gambling, or something like that. Some money is around some things. Again, the gift, the gold bars in the reverse. Anyway, this is also about a protection around something, or making some type of peace. And for some of y'all, you just need to fill that out. Some people are trying to make peace for the choke. For some of y'all, need to make peace because that was past energy and whatever's taking place. I don't know. You just really have to fill something out. It's a removal, and you're going to cooperate. And somebody's got to be removed out of something. The law is out here. Okay? On some person in secret society crap. Okay? This is the Raito. It sounds like the radio. We have the songwriter energy that's out here. Okay? Also, underneath this paperwork is the word banned. Okay? And somebody wants somebody to do something out here, and you need to tell somebody no. Even if they're offering you great fortune for something. It does not help your soul at all. You die in that stuff, folks, for eternity. Anyway, if this was past energy, somebody gonna get some justice for what somebody did. Somebody wants somebody to do something really wicked out here, and you need to tell them no. But I think it was Sagittarius reading, somebody said yes to something. So whoever's who. Some people will say yes, some people will say no. The word gullible was there on somebody as well. Please don't be gullible. It will destroy you, folks. All right, I'm going to go to the last house here. All right, Pisces, welcome in. Welcome back if you are returning back. I have to remember to check my shirt when I'm wearing dark clothing because I always get something on there, so sorry. Give me just a second. I want to light an incense here. You could like the color purple. I ended up picking up purple. Could be very prevalent. This is our crown chakra. And most times said that people who will endure temptation of any kind, if you don't endure the temptation, you could lose your crown. Okay? And so it goes to royal energy with purple. Anyway, I don't think that was by chance that got picked up that way. If you're under any kind of temptation, you really need to resist it. You need to commit yourself to the Most High God, and the devil will flee. Get in there. You don't want to lose your crown. You're a thinker. You don't want to be in confusion. What's going on with Pisces, Yehovah? I'm hearing the word purify. Fire purifies. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. I'm hearing that song, My Fair Lady. If there's a bridge connection somewhere, then there is. That bridge card came out today, and the word connection came out, and that bridge card that comes out one deck represents making a connection somewhere. I don't know what that means. It's coming through that way. You could be from London. I don't know. So this, the word connection jumps out. Okay, well, it's here. Something's toxic with it. It's been showing so all day long. Okay? About this healing in this connection. It's got something very toxic around it. And those of you who are able to heal, then you are. But for the most part, it has been showing that somebody is still toxic. And they're coming back to make a connection for a healing, but it's false. And it's dangerous, and there's damage that's already happened around something in a very spiritual way. There's the gift that somebody's trying to do. And so those of you connected with Aquarius energy, that gift was all in the reverse. And My Fair Lady wasn't very fair. She was in the hidden space. Two lady energies was there in the reverse. And then God said a woman that kept his ways was to be praised. And somebody, so there was feminine energy all over that. Somebody ain't worthy to be praised out here on some crap going on. Some people don't keep the commandments of God, but somebody in that reading was, but it also showed somebody who wasn't. Whatever that's about, that gift is here, and somebody is trying to make room for somebody to do something. There's a choking involved in something, and they're trying to heal a connection, that there's toxicity here. Now, if you're trying to heal something and there's the third party is around something, then they're doing something around you. And you will know who's who when they open their mouth. Because people that are full of the devil, they can only go so far in fooling people. Don't be gullible. If the Holy Spirit's in you, you just pray, God, just open my eyes, anything I need to see in any person. And he will. They can only go so far. If you got the Holy Spirit, it will have to show itself. Show me, Pisces. A baby, or you're just at the a new beginning in something. I think this came out in the Virgo reading. Beginning stages of something. Somebody's friend is out here that is beneficial. If you're upright and you're beneficial, then you're loyal to truth. You're not trying to do something toxic. You ain't really a friend. Because somebody else is reading out a friend there, and some of the energy was going to a friend protecting a wickedness that was going on. That really ain't a friend. That really ain't a friend. If somebody's friend is trying to offer some flowers, the flowers go to a flattery, and the gift is here. I'm just going to bring it out that way. So if you are beneficial, then you're at the beginning stages of something that's been very toxic. And if you're willing to look in the mirror and make a truth and to have a connection, then may God be with you. Otherwise, somebody's been flattered. There is a plot around a relationship, because it's come out a couple different times for those of you who've got those connections, in a connection with somebody that's actually really toxic and it's dangerous. And there's going to be damage that comes out of something. So you've got to use your intuition around people. Show me Pisces. Some leadership is involved in it. The secret society ghost. Is it the Holy Ghost? Somebody's toxic with devil nonsense. Something about leaving something behind, or ghosting somebody, disappearing, being cold, no contact. Okay. Children. Somebody leaving their children behind here. Got children out here. Actually, right up underneath this is another child card. Somebody's left their child, abandoned their child. Shame on you. Shame on you. That's shameful. That is damaging. Something's happened out here. Show me Pisces. I don't even want to understand that. I don't even want to understand that at all. That somebody would just get up and leave their family like that and their babies. Or do something that puts them in harm's way to hurt children. Because God says there's things that you can do that will actually kill your children in this realm for karmic activity. And you're destroyed for lack of knowledge of what those things are. I'm here to teach you on this platform. Anyway, a confusion and distorting things is out here. Anyway, somebody's ghosted out here. If your children are crying, they don't know where you're at, and you're at the sound of my voice, I pray you go back and you do something right. If you got your soul. So children, they're in the reverse. This is a student's card. It could be talking to a teacher as well. Some with these kids are out here being distorted or was distorted about something, being ghosted. This is about stumbling up on information with that child card, letter, communication, or paperwork also came out in wording on somebody as well. But this is a communication card with that, with this, and this is distorting communication around something with children that's toxic. Look, there's the rope that came out and the choking, and just somebody choked their kid as well. I don't know. Bad stuff is coming out today, and God is saying that we live in an evil day. He tells us that there will be a time we would hit that would be an evil day, folks. It's important for you and I to be upright. God even tells us in His Word, I'll frame evil around you if you don't stop your evilness. Somebody's distorting information, or your children are distorting information around something. If you've got older children, maybe your older children have ghosted you or is communicating about doing something with that. I know that because I lived through that myself. The devil just take your family right to hell, and people get to a place of accountability. They're on their own with God. They're on their own with God. 4 of Wands and the Moon and the crossing. If somebody's thinking about ghosting your family, that's a bad choice. You're a bad parent. Actually, we did see the Empress today come out in the reverse somewhere. I think it was the Aries reading. Anyway, something's hanging in the balance, very much emotional. Okay, 4 of Wands is a marriage card. Or something around a secret celebration could have been around something. We're married people attached to something. I don't know what that means for you. But your home is here with the Moon. The Knight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Show me Pisces. Y'all have had some, oh my gosh, energies the last few times I've read for you all. Show me Pisces. High Priestess in the reverse. If you think something's a secret, they're not. If you're a mistress, you think you're going to go off on this toxic connection and heal something with the lover, You're crazy. And so the word distortion can take you back to same sex as well. It don't have to be, but somebody's confused out here around some crap. But if somebody's got secrets. It's out. It's coming out. They do have secrets. The moon is out here. Also came work secrets. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse. This is the pictograph of the sperm. And somebody got pregnant out here, or somebody at work, I guess so. Maybe even more than once. I don't know. But there's children attached to something with your energy. Like I said, maybe you're just a teacher. I don't really know. Maybe you work in a daycare. We got toddler, infant, and that type of energies out here as well, whatever that is. The temperance card, somebody don't have their temperance. Somebody could be a heavy drinker out here, that there's no love out here. Somebody don't love their children. That's also pregnancy energy as well. No new start, but you're at a beginning stage of no new start with something out here. Because something's coming out that's been secretive around Pisces connections. This is like being closed off. Because somebody's toxic out here. 7 of Wands, real defensive energy around you all. Show me Pisces. What do they need to know, Jehovah? Look, those of you who are married, you check your spouse out or something. If you got lots of children, somebody might be thinking about leaving. A contractor is involved in something. Okay. We also have somebody's guilty of something going on, or they're going to be guilty. A birthright, or we just had the word birth out here. I mean, whatever it is, somebody had a secret birth as well, if we want to take it that way, secretly. But anyway, somebody has a birthright to something, and somebody's done something to somebody's birthright out here. Some war is around a matter, whatever that means. Somebody's trying to stand in the way of a connection. The word connection is here. So somebody's toxic around it. Maybe your children are trying to stand in the way of a connection. Could also be read that way as well. Whatever that means for you. Show me Pisces. You interpret all this. The Most High says to run from this. It fell on the ghosting card about disappearing and being cold on somebody. You better not do it. Can't stop talking about you. Somebody's got some problems out here. A hospital connection, they're confused around some things. Somebody gonna get caught in the act on something that's going on out here. Now, those of you who are dealing with somebody trying to present something, you think somebody's your friend, that energy was real strong in either the Capricorn or the Sagittarius reading, and somebody really was, and they were a con artist. It also came out in the Virgo reading as well. Somebody's like, I'm tired of waiting. Somebody's involved in secret society around some stuff. And there's a bunch of money that is attached to somebody's stuff out here. And somebody's trying to loot on it and kill for it and choke for it and everything else, or they did. But somebody's trying to get you to do something. You need to run from it. You're going to get caught up in something real toxic out here. Again, if you think this friend is trying to heal with you, somebody in the mix is toxic. Friends, okay, it was facing me in the reverse for some of you all. That won't be for everybody. That won't be for everybody. It says that wisdom says to hearken unto me, O you children everywhere, just to bring the word out again. It says, for blessed are they that keep my ways and hear instruction. Hear it and be wise and refuse it not. Because we're also told that if you do refuse wisdom, that when your desolation comes, because it's some type of a trial or a desolation happens in this world, we have tribulation. And when it comes and you didn't take wisdom and the instruction, it says wisdom's going to begin to mock at you. And somebody's faced with something where God's saying, you better run from this right now. Or something's going to take your children away from you some way, somehow. Whether you're running from it or not, or somebody's trying to take them. We've had child trafficking as well. But if you don't do what's right, God said it's going to mock at you. And He said, you're going to cry out to me and I ain't going to answer you. Anyway, somebody's trying to get you to also help them stand in the way of a connection out here as well. It's toxic for you to do that. Something with your friend is attached to it. It says that the name of Jehovah is a strong tower, and the righteous will run into it and be safe. We ain't fearing somebody trying to do something stupid. You got 24 hours to get something right out here with the Pisces connection. Show me Pisces, Jehovah. An earthquake, a commotion, and a shake. That came out in somebody else's reading as well. Something is a shake-up. It's emotional out here. Burn, brand, charred, burning of the skin, darkening of the skin. Somebody burned children because secret society came out, and that stuff's been around in the earth forever. God said he's going to judge for that stuff as well. My house burning card is out here as well. And we've seen that other fire card that shows a fireman trying to put a building fire out, which is the bad karma card, by the way. But I also did, I think it was either the Libra or the Virgo reading, I said I really felt real strong somebody got burned in a fire. And now is burning of the skin is out here. And whatever's going on with these children, if somebody, my God, if somebody did something like that just to leave a marriage or leave somebody crazy out here, that's why it's showing somebody distorted out here. Somebody wanted out of a situation or is trying to get out of a situation or is wanting to stand in the way of somebody's connection where there's children involved and they're willing to do even crazy stuff like that. Something wicked out here, folks. And I'm sorry. Well, the healing is out here and something's toxic with it. So anyway, you better ask the Most High if this is genuine or not, because it landed on the Ace of Cups in the reverse. It's about being closed off. Are they really? Are they really? I don't know. The military is connected to something. Somebody's trying to touch somebody who belongs to God. You're in trouble. You got 24 hours to make something right. And if you are to say you're sorry, you better be upright in it. Okay? Because somebody who belongs to God is out here, and God said, you don't touch my people. Some of these children were anointed for God as well. And God says, I will avenge for the blood of my children. And so if you've touched God's children, come out of the loins of his prophets, his children prophesy, you are in trouble. Or you're fixing to get caught up in something if you don't run from this, and your soul's going to be on the line for eternity. What's in the hidden space for Pisces, Jehovah? People are nuts. People are nuts. A change. Okay. Imprisonment. Somebody can go to jail for something. For death issues. Or you're going to escape something and do what's right and run from this and escape from that and this death matter. Somebody already has killed children out here for some people's cases. But if you're going to do what's right, you'll escape this and you'll change. Otherwise, it's showing you will go to jail and you'll die in something that's going on out here. The sun. Something's going to be exposed if it hadn't already. This is victory as well for some people's cases. God said he was going to give a victory somewhere and something is going on. This is forcing energy. Let's also go back to the government. You do have military out here with your connections, or you're in the military, however it's going for you. Show me Pisces. The letter Q is out here. Bloodshed. There's murder out here. There's death out here, folks. There's two letters that can come out of this runic alphabet that in another language goes to bloodshed and blood guilt. And somebody going to get justice for something that's happening here. This is a legal rune, and justice will be assured, God says. Somebody can go to jail for something. If somebody's already killed their children, they've been distorting the information around something has to do with paperwork with it and money and all kinds of stuff, or some type of fraudulent burning of something is out here attached to it as well, whatever it is. The M and the D is out here, the hospital. Somebody worked for the hospital, and MD is out here. We also have the letter Z or the letter H in another language. You could go back to the pictograph, but in this language is the letter Z. Looks like somebody got their hands up, because somebody can go to jail. You're under arrest. Get your hands up. Okay? You touch somebody that belonged to God, something's really went bad and sour for somebody, and God allowed it so, because you don't touch his people. This looks like a broom and a mop. Could have cleaners involved in something going on, or you are. Whether you're upright or not for any given person. Somebody's hands and fingers. The bird's leg is also here. Some type of amputation also of hands or fingers could also be showing up. The letter Hey represents seeing a great sight. Getting a download of something. Somebody knows information because it's come out today that some people know some things. If you don't get up and do what's right, you're going to be just as guilty as some people. If somebody did something because somebody had a birthright and they were jealous over something, and they really went crazy in a matter. Anyway, this is about a protection, and Jehovah's our protection all day long, folks. This is about a shield, and Jehovah's your shield. Those of you who are in the upright. So the Z and the M in another language represents a heinous plot, which will trace you back to your genitals. And if somebody done something very sexual and nasty to children out here that way, you are going to go to jail, you pervert. Because there's a heinous plot out here, and you better run from this, because somebody belongs to God out here. And you're going to get an earthquake, a shaking, a commotion like never before, folks. Something very toxic within this Piscean energy, whoever you are. But there is going to be justice. Look, I just noticing at the bottom of the deck, it says you need to talk to your kids. There are children all over your reading. It's important for those of you who have kids, then this is telling me that God's saying they know some information. They're either eyewitness to something, or they've already been hurt or touched or something. Talk to your kids. They're here to confirm some stuff. Or you should have talked to your kids and something heinous is taking place, or something's trying to go down right now. Y'all pray for me. I pray for you. I send you love and light. Till next time, shalom.